wrecked him. It nearly killed him. Welcome to FBVtv. I'm your host, Tom. Joining me today over here to my right on the host side is your friend, your lover, your enemy, Matthew Bear Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Bear. Yeah.
Welcome to the cave. And joining us on the guest side over here is my good friend, Mikey. He's here to talk, hang out, and bullshit. He's got kind of a bum leg right now, so we've got him in a very strategic spot.
Yes.
We started a little bit early just to kind of, get the kinks out and make sure sound's good and all that good stuff.
Well, that and also fuck you, Marty.
Yeah, that late. Too.
Fuck you, Marty.
Marty's
gonna
late. Marty's gonna be joining us here.
I'm early.
Marty's going to be joining us here shortly. He's going to actually be here on time, but we just started early, so it's actually not his fault. But we're still going to blame him like it is. Hopefully, we will also have Fowler on, and Fowler and Mikey are going to talk greyhounds and some greyhound rescue stuff. Fowler being from Fowler's Southern Gourmet. We had him on last week. But, so we're going to do what we normally do here. Mikey, this is your first time on the podcast.
Yes, and it will not be my last. I hope to do this every Sunday as long as I'm in town and I'm not doing family stuff or club stuff. I'd love to fucking be here and keep this going.
Dude, I mean, you're welcome anytime. Obviously, depending on who's on, we rotate people in and out and stuff like that, at different people's schedules and shit like that. But, yeah, everybody's always welcome to come, spectate, sit at the bar or whatever, hop in when somebody wants to rotate out or whatever. Yeah. You know how we do it here. So, but yeah, so Mikey, it is customary on the podcast when it's your first time on. Introduce yourself. Who are you? What'd you do in the military? Kind of what your background is. You don't have to go into like details that you don't want to go into, obviously, and kind of what you do now.
Okay. All right. Well, I am a 82nd Airborne Division paratrooper veteran. I was a logistics/communications guy in the Army, whether it was reserves or back on active duty. That's what I did. Love what I do. That transformed into my civilian career as a tactical communications instructor. And then it took me about 5 years, and now I'm on the integrator/engineering side of my career. And and man, let me tell you, I love my job.
What is the engineer side? What is
that? So integration and engineering are kind of the same spot because I'm in a great spot where I work, and for OPSEC purposes, we'll just not talk about where I work.
Absolutely, that's fine.
But so not only do I work with the customer, but I work with the customer to integrate modern technologies into their playing field.
Right.
So
you take what they're currently using, and then you supplement new technologies into what they're using, so that their workflow isn't fucked up and they get new capabilities.
Yes, basically. And it's a constant turnaround. Yeah. So this side is a lot more of the bigger picture side, future initiative side. So it's really, really cool. I get to see all sorts of cool stuff. I get to meet really great people. Yep. I get to work with guys that are mostly team guys. Special operations, I work with those guys quite a bit. I was an intern with a little company called Tough Stump.
Great company,
great people, and they kind of like showed me the way when it came to integrating and helped me become actually a better instructor than I am now. So nice. I do everything from instructing, engineering to integrating, which I kind of explained. Engineering side, you pretty much on the fly have to make your own shit sometimes. You got to really,
you're like
diagrams
a
and fucking
badass is what you are then. Yeah,
more of a MacGyver-ish, I guess I would say.
Yeah, jack of all trades type.
Jack of all jackoffs. Jack of all jackoffs. But no, it's man, 10 or 15 years ago, if you told me I'd be doing this today, I would tell you you're a fucking idiot. No way. But a lot of it was self-teaching. I'm very, very much self-taught. I wasn't a commo guy growing up in the Army. I didn't become one until later on in my end of my career as a senior NCO. So it was a huge
K-Pac.
Yeah,
airborne.
It was a huge, huge learning curve. But I really enjoyed what I'm doing. More or less, I love teaching, and I love just being down with the guys in rotations, whether it be overseas, whether it be here, whether it be in CTC rotations like JRTC, NTC. That was more or less where I was a forward support rep and got to help a lot of guys out. And not to mention I'm on call, so if someone's got a question, doesn't matter where they're at, I help them out.
What time it is,
I help them out. Yeah. So you got to be very flexible. You're constantly on the go. You're constantly working from your phone. Yep. man, it is something I really enjoy, and I get to wake up every day and go like, oh, I get to go to work. Like,
and it's funny.
It's great.
I like that because I do the same thing, man, and there's nothing else that would get me up other than what I do, and it's awesome having to work on shit.
Well, yeah.
It's awesome.
And not to mention the people I work with, like I said before, man. Like, I became very close with a lot of those dudes, and man, just learning and soaking in as much as I can. Everyone helps each other out, and it's just like, man, we all get a beer after work.
Let me fucking tell you something, not to interrupt, but just to hit on a point that you just made.
Oh, hit on that point, baby.
I'm going to hit it right on the point.
Please, podcast daddy.
Stop it. Stop it. This is not one of those radio shows, guys. Stop it.
Shit.
No adding sound effects. No, anyway, to hit on a point. Jesus Christ.
There's a button.
That is probably, having worked on multiple different capacities, whether it be, wearing a uniform or not, contractor, fucking civilian side, private sector side, or whatever. Nothing, and I mean fucking nothing, replaces a good team. Oh my God. Where I'm working now, what I'm doing now, I'm doing a lot of the same stuff with a little bit of new stuff that I've been doing for the past fucking 15 years, and the amount of difference that it makes in your quality of life and not hating yourself when you wake up in the morning going, God damn it, I have to work today. Yeah. Like, I wake up and I'm like, all right, fuck yeah, let's
kill it.
Let's suck today's dick. Let's go. Like,
suck today's dick.
Like, let's fucking go, right?
Well,
like,
it doesn't go without saying, though, there are people along
because
the
I have
way,
a team
yes,
that has the same mentality.
Same
we
mentality.
Mesh.
Yes, everyone's on the same page. But the thing is, going along in your career, and me having pretty much odds, I was against a lot of odds. A lot of people that should have had that job before me. But I had this one guy, Mike Adcox, and another Gerald Thorpe, who just believed in me and just like thought that
gave you a chance.
Gave me a chance.
Yeah.
And just like, and either you swim or you drown. Mm-hmm. And man, there was a few times too I probably shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. That I had every opportunity to just hang myself, and they look after me like true leaders. And it takes a good leader to develop somebody's skill set. In my opinion, it really does. And man, I owe everything to those guys and the team that I worked on right after that. Man, those guys were brilliant. JSOC dudes that were just the smartest people I've ever met when it comes to communications. I'm talking like making my own fiber, making my own making my own antennas, making like my own applications.
When you're the guy that everyone comes to when they need something, you learn how to do everything on your own.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. It's not without. I didn't do this on my own. I did it with having those certain people that took a chance on me. You know.
Well, and there's people who rise to the fucking occasion, that rise to the fucking challenge, right, and meet it in. That whole fake it till you make it thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, it sounds like a negative type thing, but it's fucking for real, dude.
Yeah,
like, fake it till you make it is for fucking real.
It is.
Because as long as you can adapt and fucking learn quickly and all this, that, and the other, you could get thrown into a position where you're like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Like, but what you do with that opportunity is what determines decides whether you're going to be the guy for that position or not.
Working hard and willingness to learn.
Yes, exactly. Being a fucking sponge.
Yeah.
Nothing and nothing can beat work ethic.
Yeah.
If you can if you just have the willingness to try.
Yeah.
And because I you know what, there's a lot of veterans out there, I think, that get out and they just give up. And dude, no, it starts when you get out. The Army, it doesn't matter if you retire after 30 years or 20 years or 5 years.
Army is just training for your career, dude.
That is just a stepping stone. You have to work your fucking ass off. And here's another tip for you guys that are watching right now that are still in. No one gives a fuck about you when you get out.
Yep.
No one gives a shit.
Yep.
No one gives a fuck, dude. You have to fucking...
The most recognition you're going to get is a Lowe's parking lot.
Yeah. Like, no one gives a fuck about your status or how many planes you jumped out of besides maybe Home Depot. Like, you have to show up and work. And that's it. No one's going to think you're special.
Nope.
And so, and those are great attributes that you learned along the way in your life. And you have to apply that to real fucking life because now you're in the real fucking show.
Yeah.
And I don't think I even got to the real fucking show until recently. Like that, and I feel like I'm in sort of the
You
big
worked your
leagues.
way up there.
I did, and trust me.
You were in my chain of command technically at one point.
Yeah, I was. Good old staff sausage May. But no, it takes a lot, dude. It really does, and the willingness to learn, and you got to check your ego at the door, dude. I got one rule in life, And when I was teaching combatives and stuff like that, and I was like, my number one rule is don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. And I had everyone
Unless it's funny.
Unless it's funny, yeah. But like everyone coming into my classes, they would rip I said, hey, take your rank and put it at the door.
Yeah.
And just rip the rank off and put it at the door because I don't want that. I'm the guy in charge. You listen to me. This is it. This is how it's going to be. And everyone else around you, you got to do right by them too.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
You gotta, keep that off.
It's on camera.
Ooh, samesies.
It's fine.
We have the same shades.
Oh, okay.
Good taste. Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Mind the leg.
Yeah, I see. This chair is fucking lowrider.
Yeah, sorry about that. It doesn't go up. You're just gonna look like
You look like a baby bird.
you're just gonna be the short guy, just
struggling.
Which is
Oh.
coincidentally the same noise you made with your leg.
Yeah. It really was.
Hey, we were just talking about the rule: don't be a dick,
Well,
unless
more like-
it's funny.
No, my sound I made when I broke my fucking leg was Jed.
Get the coasters.
I know, Jen, it's lawlessness over here. We don't use coasters. Lawlessness.
She's thinking, don't get used to it.
There's no rules. Just kidding. There's one rule. Keep your shirts on.
That's right. Keep your
'Cause
shirt on.
We're all too fat for
That is the rule.
Ooh. Is that the second I had last
Unless, of course, never mind. We won't go there. I just realized that episode got deleted off of YouTube
time? Oh, yeah.
to save our podcast from suspension.
Drowning.
Hey, there is plenty of drinks in the fridge. Help yourself. Trish, there's plenty of drinks in the fridge. Help yourself. There's Coke and beer and all kinds of shit. Coca-Cola.
Not the other Coke. Not the other one.
What?
Now I'm awake.
Why does it smell like gasoline? It's weird. Just kidding. I don't know why it does.
Would it? All of the sudden, I can't feel my teeth.
Or my throat. Or my face.
And no, I don't have veneers. Hop Slam Ale. I like how it got really quiet after we just started making cocaine jokes. Like,
yeah.
Are we allowed to say that? Young Jared, are we allowed to say that on the podcast? You're the producer.
Oh, I can decide?
Well, it was more of, do you have the knowledge?
I think he's producing by Braille.
Not make a call in real time.
Yes.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
As long as you do
Drugs
not
are bad.
glorify the use of it. And it's,
I do not glorify
it's like
the
Section
use.
14. It's like
Right.
Listen, I never freebase.
But for education
cocaine.
purposes.
I don't do it. I don't freebase cocaine.
That's right.
Okay.
You use a straw.
Maybe on
you use a straw like a man.
Maybe on occasion I have a little toot every now and then, but I do not freebase cocaine.
We're totally gonna get fucking. We're gonna get banned.
That was from a
demonetized.
comedian
And
from
Just for the
long time
record, no one sitting at this table right now does any kind of narcotics. I
No.
just want to make that fucking clear.
Well, it's prescribed to me because I broke my fucking leg like an idiot.
Well, that's
Yeah.
opiates. Yeah.
So let's
That's
go.
But you didn't get prescribed cocaine.
Let's go over why I broke my leg because
Yes,
it's a funny
I was
story.
just about to
It's
ask.
a
I wanna
funny
know.
story.
Yeah,
why I broke
my buddy John prescribed it to me.
He's a good
He
dude.
works on the
He's
corner
on the
of
back-
Murchison and
He's on
Jasper.
the back alley of 14th over here.
Oh, well, good luck figuring out which one's his.
Well, because you're not broken like us, all the veterans that are going deaf.
yeah. So works in a garage, worked around explosions for like ever.
Are we
Ever.
gonna discount the 9 years of professional experience as a mechanic?
That's
Also,
true.
Okay, yeah,
multiple
yeah, yeah.
years
That's
on
true.
air bases directly under
Yeah,
the
that's
jet
true.
That
line.
is
All right,
true.
all right,
Now
all
I
right.
feel like a dick.
Yeah.
Now I feel like a dick. God damn it.
You dick.
You fucking dick.
Oh wait, and
he's just hitting buttons. I don't think he knows.
No, he does know. He knows what he's doing.
he's hitting
It went
buttons.
He's
way
hitting
down.
switches.
It went
Mine-
way
mine
down.
went way
He's
down.
hitting the
Perfect.
switches.
oh, there you go.
Mine
All
went
right.
way
Dude,
down.
young Jared murdering
Thanks a
it
lot.
over here.
Yeah, what the
Absolutely
fuck,
killing
man?
it.
Yeah, you know his is the one that's on the far left.
You need. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
there
but
we
You
he
didn't
got-
touch that one?
I can definitely.
Oh,
hear
okay.
myself.
I am
There you
not
go.
one of those. I am not on the
Yeah,
far
I don't
left.
even.
Anything on the chat, Jared? No, okay.
Oh.
We probably won't have
Oh,
anybody
we
even join us till like 5:30.
Who was watching last time?
But
it was,
there's going to be a
what's
VOD.
his face?
Austin.
Austin. That's
Austin,
right.
yeah.
Austin Lewis.
I can't believe
Austin
I
is the
forgot
man.
He's gonna
Careful,
get it.
careful, careful.
I feel it.
No. Not the sharpness.
I see it.
It will literally
I'm
fall.
giving it a
gonna-
light
At the
rub.
slightest tap.
I'm giving it a light
That
rub.
thing will fall.
Is that
and,
held up by
and
baby oil
everything
bottle?
here will fail.
What,
Yeah.
I think
that a-
everyone at this table
is
likes
that a
to play
baby
with,
oil bottle?
likes to
What
play
the
with
fuck
is
sharp
that?
things.
hanging on by a cunt hair.
Yeah, it is. It is a baby oil bottle.
Cunt
What
hair.
the fuck?
Yeah. No, it's actually the cap to the crystal decanter.
Okay.
I saw something for you, by the way, Mike.
Oh, what's that?
Since we're so off the reservation, two greyhounds, dude, right now.
Where?
In Greensboro.
I want to pet them and love them.
They are needing adoption. Their home gave them up.
Dude,
one is 6 and the other's 8.
I have 1,000 dogs at my house.
Yeah,
but 2 more.
I have so many dogs at my house. It's unreal. There's no me time. There's no us time.
Packs of wild dogs are taking over most
you know how many
major
noses?
cities
You know
in
how many
America.
noses I've had just right up my asshole, literally, just like
Mid-pound.
I can't mid-pound. Like I just can't. There's no fucking privacy in my home. It's lawlessness. 100% of the time. Besides the coastal rule, Jen. Besides the coastal rule, always the coastal rule.
She's not watching.
Unless it's on the granite. On the granite, it's fine. But on the coffee table that she paid a lot of money for, which is a great it's a desk coffee table.
Good,
man, it's a nice coffee table. But so I've been pretty much like camped out there. Like my ass has a permanent fucking imprint on my couch.
Your ass has a permanent imprint
Like,
inside?
Yeah, like on the couch, like just fucking.
I think he's talking about
laying
both.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That too.
both.
That too. That too. Army got a hold of me early on.
Yeah,
so.
the big green weenie gets everybody.
Oh, dude.
Might not be for you. I don't know.
I'm not into fruity stuff, but I kind of like this. That's actually not.
I'm
bad.
into fruity
Is it
stuff.
an
I know
IPA?
It's an
we know
it's
you
a
are.
IPA, but it has when they dry hop it, I think they put
It
some
is an
honey.
on your
IPA.
genitals
Yeah, but they
at the
put some
house?
honey in it.
What?
It's actually got a nice.
How do you know?
It's a
How do you know
double
that?
IPA.
It's really good.
Sorry.
You should give one.
I'm good, man.
Give it a sip.
I'm
Give it
good.
a sip.
I'm
Give it
good.
a sip.
Nah.
Just taste it.
Nah.
Just give it a little.
You know what I do put on my balls because I'm getting older is baby powder.
There is
Jesus.
Every
there's
day.
enough Tito's in
Every
here.
day.
Okay.
So I got actually suggested that today for my beard.
Christ.
So coconut oil, I
Yeah, on
heard
everything.
really stops the dandruff.
Yeah.
You know, because my beard is drier than a fucking fart right now. And it's just like it doesn't matter how much
I don't know.
oil I put.
Every
in.
time you
I
touch
don't know,
it,
I
I can
had
hear it in the microphone.
I had
It's
Sonic.
crispy.
I had Sonic for lunch. My farts are going to be pretty wet.
Jesus Christ.
God, that's gross. We draw the line there.
Wait, Matt, were you in this chair last time?
No, I was not. That was Gaziano.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's-
Gaziano
That was that
there.
dude,
Gaziano was
Gaziano.
there, but the chair was there.
Oh,
That
okay.
time.
Oh,
Sounds-
gotcha.
you got to put
And when I first got
this
here-
on it when he says his
When
name.
I first got here, I tried to take that
Mikey
chair
G.
and put it over here so I could sit
Gaziano.
over there. And he was
Mikey
like, dude,
G.
just sit over here. So I was like, fuck it. All right,
Fair enough.
cool.
Yeah.
And I don't have to sit in that thing because it looks comfortable, but in all reality,
It is comfortable, but it's hard to get the mic positioned where
I'm leaned back like Poppy Chulo style, so
I like it.
you're going to need to get that mic
looks
closer.
good.
is it? Let me get it in there. Deeper.
There you go. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're inside of it. You gonna buy it a drink first?
Speaking of which, thank you
You
for the
talking
new
to that side of it.
microphone condoms now.
Yeah, there you
This
go.
way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
they
about-
stopped. So it's
can rotate
proven,
it.
scientifically
Pop
proven
filter.
that these stop COVID.
You can
so
rotate it if
I'm
you
gonna
need
deep
to.
throat it later and test that out.
That is the pop
I don't
filter.
think that's how COVID works.
Oh shit!
I know it's
How's
a pop
that work?
filter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, what happened?
I'm over here fucking jerking my mic off.
Hey, guys. I thought I heard someone say the C word. No.
What?
Okay.
What?
All right.
I think he was
Oh.
talking about the.
The coof.
Oh shit! My
Oh.
bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
We don't talk about the coof
My
on the
fault.
podcast.
What are you
guys.
doing?
We're going to get a fucking banner
I
that
don't
pops
know.
up saying, for more information,
Oh god.
click here.
I think if you just say coof, that they get it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Have they
sure.
translated coof
How about
now?
keef?
Fuck.
How about queef?
The queef.
The
I like
queef.
it.
The
All right.
queef.
Yep.
We just dubbed. We just dubbed
We're
the new
just
name.
going to start it.
Code
start it.
name queef.
Code name queef.
Code name queef. I like it.
C and Q.
No.
Yeah, my boy got the C and Q last week.
You got the queef.
Shit.
Oh man.
I'm laughing, but I have no idea what the fuck just happened. I'm
right.
going to be honest.
We're just renaming. We're renaming things now. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Look. I don't have nothing other than that. Just
You arrogant bastard. Man, I really want a jacket like that. dude.
you can. I'm pretty sure you can still buy this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to just go on Stone
I think
Brewery's
this one
fucking
was a
website.
limited run, but I'm pretty sure they have jackets. I don't know if they have the deal with Dickies anymore because this is actually a Dickies jacket.
Mm.
That they
That's
did like
that's-
like a little deal.
That's one of my favorite California brews. Love
Dude,
it.
Stone is
They-
Stone
they
is
brew-
amazing.
solid brewery.
Yes, it is.
My
They
God.
brew my
Shout out to
favorite
Stone.
beer.
Sponsor us.
Shout out to
Sponsor us.
Stone Delicious.
Dude.
Arrogant Bastard, Double
Yeah.
Bastard, Lucky Bastard, all of the bastard
who-
brands.
but
Choco,
who-
no,
who-
the Chocovesa.
Chocovesa, yeah.
Chard.
yeah.
Choco-
Oh,
Chocovesa. Oh, God.
have you
it's
never had
fucking good.
Chocovesa?
Chocovesa sounds like I got to pay extra for that.
You do. It's delicious.
Yes, you do.
Sounds
You do pay
expensive.
extra.
God damn, I
it's
love
a
that.
Mexican hot chocolate style.
Oof.
It's
Ooh,
so
talk
fucking
dirty
good.
to
It's
me.
fucking-
Talk
it's-
dirty to
and
me.
they have a
It's
they have
literally top 3 beers of
Yeah.
my entire life.
So
and
have
they
you
have a-
guys ever had Firestone though? Firestone's
Yes.
another California brewery. You
They're
have had it. I love it. That's my
He worked at
hometown.
Firestone.
What? He was
drinking 530 out of it.
I see what he's
Are you a Russian River boy? They're pretty good too.
Oh yes, I love anything. I love.
Yeah, they make a really good sukabliat.
Russian Imperial Stouts are one of my top faves. Man, do I love a Russian Imperial.
Dude, I have some good ones.
Rasputin, actually.
Old Rasputin, dude. Barrel aged.
Oh, yeah. I have some empty bottles down.
That was part of the snow day.
We're about to have some empty bottles up here during this.
Dude, Avery.
Can't pop that fucking.
Avery.
Stop being a little behind.
Bro, Avery.
Okay.
Avery. That's probably, I would say,
their
my
fucking
favorite
Tsar
brewery.
fucking
the Tsar,
series.
yeah, the Dictator series where they had all like the
Dictator
Tsar, all that shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking good.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I don't even like fruity stuff, and man, that's good.
The citra hops with the honey, dude. It's really nice.
Oh yeah. That's almost like a mead.
Right?
It's almost a mead-ish
It's
feel
honey
to it.
heavy for a double IPA.
So, and some of my brothers in my motorcycle club will tell you, like, well, I got drunk on mead one night, and I swear to God, I was going to go fucking raid and pillage the town next to us.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Took the wedding seriously.
It was bad. I was like, I was ready to take over.
Grabbing my axes and we're going out.
I was ready to invade a small country. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Via boat.
I was full fucking stupid, man. Full stupid.
How long are you allowed to be an invalid before they kick you out of the motorcycle gang?
He called it a gang.
Let's not do that. Let's not do this on this podcast.
The motorcycle fan appreciation club.
No. Again, the motorcycle club.
Fan appreciation club. All right. Can we call it the Rubber Riders instead of the Rough Riders?
No.
Damn it.
No. Shut up, Will. I love you, but I will butt fuck your soul.
You will hobble over at me?
I'll hobble over there, butt fuck you.
Drunk drive a school bus into your soul.
Into your butthole.
That sounds fun.
It will fit, though.
It will.
It will fit.
It's gaping.
Bigger.
That's why his name is Will, because it will fit.
Oh yeah.
Anything is possible.
But enough on that. Let's talk Greyhounds. So
I did. I tried to tell you there's
I just
two
said a
right
bus.
Dude, Greyhound friends of North Carolina. They
So-
have two right now that need homes.
So if you're listening, please, when I
Give
tell
these
you,
puppers
when me
the
and Will
best.
when me and Will tell you, Greyhounds are probably the best dogs you will ever fucking have in your
They
life.
are the
They're awesome.
sweetest.
I am super passionate about my Greyhounds, man. I love them. That's why I have a cajillion fucking dogs in my house.
I know.
I have every breed of Greyhound.
When are we
almost.
having a Greyhound Appreciation Day at your house, by the way?
Whenever you want to come over and pet me. I mean, pet the dogs.
We talked about both. Actually, I believe we were like tentatively talking about the weekend that you fucked your leg. That
What?
was actually on the agenda.
I think so.
It was on the agenda.
because we were supposed to both come over.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I got completely fucked.
I
That
mean-
was so stupid. So that night, because you guys were supposed to come over Sunday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've spent 3 extra days in the hospital. I wasn't supposed to. The nerve block they gave me did not work.
Oh yeah, so that's right.
No, I'm sorry. 2 days. 2 days. It's kind of blurry. I woke up screaming and cussing everyone out. And this veteran
Sounds about
nurse,
right.
this dude came up to me just like, bro, you were cussing at I don't know who, but you were fucking mad when you woke up. You were fucking mad. And I was like, he's like, what happened? Like, did the nerve block or something? What is like? Yeah, the nerve block it had to have failed. And he went and did some testing. He's like, you're feeling everything.
Fuck.
So that's when they started just sending me to the moon with some morphine, baby.
Jesus
Ugh.
Christ, man.
Yeah,
man.
I hate that shit, dude.
Oh,
I
it
can't
was-
stand the feeling of fucking
Same,
morphine.
Dude, I love it though.
I fucking hate it. Well, yeah, you love it. When you're in pain, you love it. Absolutely.
Oh man.
But like, I don't know, dude. I can't stand that fucking drowsy.
I tried not to do it either. I remember
Yeah.
when I got debrided after my skateboard wreck. I was like, that's not so bad. I was like, fuck, just trying to like hold it in. So just like Brillo patting your flesh
Yeah.
off. And the corpsman was like, you're moving too much. Hold still. And they shot me with some Dilaudid. Brother.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoop. And I was just out.
Oh yeah.
Hold on a second.
Just laying
Hold
there
on a second.
watching-
Can I address something real quick?
Please undress me.
Was it intentional that you said corpseman instead of corpsman?
I felt like a corpse.
because you're making a joke about Corman, or
It was a mispronunciation
okay, all right,
of
a happy
joke.
accident.
No, it was of a joke.
Get your
that was
shit
poorly
together,
made.
Will. Get your shit
It was
together.
poorly made.
I was just making sure because I was like, I've heard Corman called
Good
corpseman.
good
before.
execution. Poor landing. Bud.
Yeah, it was.
Poor
It
landing.
was
Well,
in
yeah.
it was like that 50-50 joke where you're in the middle of saying it and you fuck it and just run with it.
Just keep going.
Yeah. Just roll with it. But anyway,
That's how he got in that situation to begin with.
That's
so,
true.
And funny,
Also, I mean, you never want to find yourself in a marine hospital.
oh
No.
God, yeah, you're gonna wake up with another dick.
Jesus.
In something.
Yeah, inside of
And the best part is like
the whole
watching
silver bullet.
the drunk Marines that are like handcuffed to the gurney being rolled into the ER next to you, and you're like, that's pretty fucking sick.
Try to talk more into the mic.
Dude, it's in.
I know,
I
I
could
know.
deep throat this fucking thing at this point.
Do it.
Is this better?
Yeah.
I spun the
Yeah.
mic a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
so
yeah.
it actually got it. All right.
You just got to pay attention to how well you can hear yourself.
I can't hear myself
in
at
the-
all in my mic.
in your headphones.
I
So-
don't
What are you
hear it
doing?
at all.
You don't hear yourself at
No,
all?
not at all.
Everybody look over.
I hear
at Jerry.
everyone else, not myself.
How
Are you over
doing?
there doing
What the
that?
fuck?
How you doing?
Oh,
No, I still can't hear myself in my headphones. I don't know what's going on, brother.
really?
I can hear everyone else.
you.
I can hear everyone else.
Dude, that's
playing
why I
this
had a
day.
problem last week when
Was
I was
here.
over there.
It
Yeah.
might be this headset. Who knows? Who cares?
I mean,
Just
I
keep
kind of
talking.
care.
We like hearing it.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
like hearing it. So, anyways, like
Is
we were
everything
saying,
plugged in? Everything's plugged in properly?
You're plugged in.
All the way?
The greyhounds, beautiful dogs, racing, absolutely terrible sport.
Oh yeah, they need to end that shit.
Yeah.
And
Let me tell you.
what I'd like to do is actually do one final race where they have the one breeder that was down in Florida giving all their dogs cocaine, and actually tie a dog with a lead to its like a harness, one to each testicle, and then run the leads in opposite directions and let the dogs just outrun
That's a fitting.
Are you
punishment.
fucking kidding me? They had a fucking
Yeah,
race
yeah,
there was
organizer
Las
that
Vegas.
was-
Las Vegas. They
No, there
out
was
in the
one in
desert,
Florida, too.
And so Las Vegas, they have fucking graveyards full of dead dogs out
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere
Where
because
they-
when they would lose, they would take them out back and they would fucking shoot them.
Just over a loss, they would just say,
Oh,
fuck the dog.
God.
and-
Just talk about a butchered fucking breed, and they need to end that shit, man.
They have issues with the drugging, where they give them
steroids.
steroids.
So they
coke.
gave Gemma, my dog Gemma, bless her fucking heart, and she's still with us, and she's one of
Super
my
sweetheart.
super babies, man. I love her to death. She was so hopped up on steroids when we got her. She was too heavy to race because she was so muscular, and so when we got her, she had an aggressiveness issue. Like you couldn't get near her. She would growl.
But that's because of the drugs they gave.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's because of the steroids she was coming down off of, and the racing home kind of warned us about that. You know, the issue because we already had another greyhound named Ruggers, and
He's also a sweetheart.
Yes, also a big old grumpy old man. Love him to death. And so they're both going on. Ruggers is actually the oldest. He's over 10, and Gemma's about to be 10.
Yeah.
And so, greyhounds don't live past
Fucking sweet.
About
dogs,
like
dude.
12.
Yeah, about 12.
Like,
About
sadly.
12 years, sadly. But I've seen greyhounds live up to 14, 15 years old. Doing research on it, only because if they're in a loving home that's just spoiling them, yeah, they're going to live a long time. And they are the best dogs. They love to cuddle. They love just to hang out and not do shit. And Gemma's just goofy. Like, she'll rub her ass on you, and she'll like.
I mean, that's a greyhound thing.
She'll rub it up against a couch like a cat, which is weird. And then she'll come up between my legs and just like look up at me like, "Hey, motherfucker!" And I'm like, "Oh, hey, you want a treat?" That's not the treat for you. But no, they're the best dogs, I think, in my mind. And shout out to which rescue did I get? Racing Home, Project Racing Home.
Project Racing Home, yeah.
They're
really
outside of
good.
Charlotte. They are great people. They take care of their animals, and you will not ever find another dog that is more cool than a
So
greyhound.
is that where you get your dogs from?
I have gotten my dogs from other places too. So there's a lady down in Louisiana. I can't remember the name of the rescue. I got a Libby from her when I was living down there, and she was rehomed 3 times. She had a maimed leg. The vet at a racing track could not fix her leg because it was so just badly maimed. She broke it pretty bad during a race. And the most beautiful dog. She's a red and white fawn.
Also super sweet.
So super, super beautiful looking dog. And but anyway, it got her down there, and she was rehomed because she just kept peeing on stuff, which is what dogs do. And what I can't stand is that when you fucking get a dog, it is a 15-year fucking commitment.
Yep.
Yeah.
That period. End of story.
Yeah.
Do not take on a dog if you can't fucking hold out.
Well, see that I want to get a dog. The kids have been asking me to get a dog. I've been wanting a dog, but since I'm about to move and I got everything going on with the house and this, that, and the other, it's like I can't do it right now because I just can't make that commitment. But once I get moved, I was thinking Doberman. We had a Doberman. When
Do you
I
know
was growing up, and
Dobermans
they
are
were
an
great
off-breed?
dogs.
They're an off-breed of greyhounds.
Right.
Yeah.
So
They
and
are all sight hounds.
they are.
Aren't they like?
Sight hounds.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
awful
aren't the
sight hounds.
genetics like Greyhound and Rottweiler or something like that?
No.
Not just that, but like my neighbor has a 3-foot fence, which I don't know why anybody would fucking put up a 3-foot fence.
You can step over it.
Yeah, exactly. And
Billy can't.
being
but-
that,
Well, Billy can barely step over the grass.
right, make sure you get that shit cut. But with the 3-foot fence, I was like, I can't have a Doberman because my Doberman will leap over it, no fucking problem at all.
Yeah.
And even 2 doors down, they got this little fucking miniature pincher looking shit, and that thing just climbs right over and gets out and everything. I'm pretty sure if I get a Doberman, it'll fuck that dog up.
Yeah, so Dobermans are a little more aggressive. Greyhounds are very docile.
Oh yeah.
Very docile.
The only thing
but
that they will hurt for Sherzies most of the time is cats and other small animals.
yeah,
Yeah.
but my
Rabbits.
They have high prey drive.
So believe it or not, all my greyhounds love cats.
Yeah.
They don't mind.
It's
cats
not to
at
say
all.
that they can't.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So that
it,
is
it
a
all
debate.
depends on the breed, on the type. I think has
and
something
how
to do
they're
with it.
fucking raised
And
and
how
how
they're
they're
raised,
how long they
acclimated.
raised.
Right.
But
And their
just
temperament in
don't
general.
ever get a white fluffy cat.
Yeah,
You
that
remember
looks
that.
like the rabbit.
You remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Ruggers went out in the backyard, and this cat we had named Snow White, sweet. And I'm not a cat guy, but that cat was cool.
Didn't make
I
it.
really liked that cat. But she struck Ruggers in the nose with her claws.
Yeah.
Ruggers just went into
Murder mode.
and just got her and broke her back. And just and then he felt so bad that he was crying and went into a corner and started crying more, facing the wall. It was the most heartbreaking thing I'll ever see. But, dogs are dogs. They have instincts.
Yep.
So you can't, even though dogs are, they're very domesticated animals.
Especially
but
rescue dogs.
Yeah.
If you raise them from the time they're a puppy, you can form them and their personality and their instincts and all that based on the environment they're raised in, how you,
Absolutely.
your positive or negative reinforcement depending on their behavior, this, that, and the other. So you can form them a lot more than you could a rescue who, especially a greyhound that grew up basically in a fucking kennel when they're not on a racetrack.
Yeah.
And in a cage.
Right. That's being fucking beaten
On
or
concrete.
fucking like abused basically
with no bed.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Literally just
that's-
concrete.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they have something on their hind ass cheeks, and it's all rubbed, and it looks
It's-
bald.
It's
They're
from where
bald
they
spots.
fucking sit on the concrete all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, all day, all fucking day.
That's so
They
fucked.
get let out.
That's
They get let
fucked
out
up.
maybe a few
Yeah.
times a day, and my
That's so
dogs
fucked.
are, because I have literally 7 dogs. In my
So
house.
have you thought about starting your own little rescue? Or
No,
something?
I-
Being that you
I
already
did-
have so many dogs anyway.
I did for a
why
while
not?
there, but I live in an undisclosed neighborhood, so well, I own my house. But it is it's frowned upon to
In
have
this
more than
establishment.
2 dogs. Because
Yeah, you've only broken that rule like 18 times.
stop it.
And I don't mean 18 separate occasions. I mean
It's
18 times simultaneously.
Yes. I don't have the means to. Otherwise, I would love to, but man, they are a lot of work, and you have to be
Oh,
open. You have to have
Yeah.
your heart and your mind open.
Well, and
With
you
how
have to
much you
also
work,
deal
patience.
with all
how
the
much you work
fucking
and
people.
travel and shit now too, it would
Yeah.
be irresponsible
No.
to take on more.
Yeah, it really would. And the only reason why
More
I
of
have
that.
7 and not 6, God bless Daisy's soul, is that we lost it. We
Rest
lost
in
our
peace,
whippet.
baby.
Yeah, and thank you, by the way. This man went out of his way and got me an urn and everything for my dog.
Oh,
and
Marty
she
and I
was-
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marty and you did. Yes,
Yeah.
and it was the most coolest thing anyone's ever done for me. And
Might have been the sweetest dog ever to have
Dude,
ever lived.
such a sweet dog.
Best dog.
He loved Daisy.
Yeah,
And,
Daisy was a sweet
My
dog.
girl.
yeah. And so we're on the way to Marty's. Marty had a little party or whatever, and we find these 2 puppies on the side of the road, abandoned, just
Yeah.
like, in the middle of nowhere.
You still have those dogs?
Yes. So one of them,
Fucking shit.
one of them got rehomed to a brother of mine,
Oh,
and
okay,
the
good,
other one
good.
got the other one I had to keep because I tried to rehome her. We kind of got attached to her, and we kind of didn't have the
Right.
heart.
Right.
And that's Dinah, and
Okay.
they're a shepherd mix of lab and shepherd dog.
Yeah, they were both like mutts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're mutts. There's no pit bull in them,
Yeah.
but Harley. So my youngest, before her, who I again found in a field in the middle of nowhere, Louisiana.
Right.
She's a pit
Oh
bull.
yeah, that's when
yeah.
you were doing fucking pulp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's a little pit bull, and
Rescued her from getting carried away by a mosquito.
Yeah, no kidding, because she was. I
that
have
big.
pictures of
Fucking
pictures of
Fort
like bottle feeding her. all the way to her.
Mosquito? You were bottle feeding a mosquito?
Not a mosquito.
You could.
But actually, a mosquito would be bigger than her at the time down there. But
Yeah, in Fort
I mean,
Bud.
you definitely could.
There are house cat sized mosquitoes down there.
oh yeah, they're huge.
Jeez.
It's
insane.
yeah. If you want to go anywhere near kind of like what Australia's
Just
like,
don't.
just go to Louisiana and
Go
everything.
to Fort Polk. Go
Every-
to Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Everything
during
around
the
you kills
summer. During let's say August.
you. You
August
don't
is
even have to be there for the summer.
That's true. But like August,
But like mosquitoes
you know the
bigger than
fucking
this fucking can. Like,
you know the
fuck?
fucking crane flies that fly around here all the time. That people call them
Yeah.
like mosquito hawks or whatever.
Yeah.
Actual mosquitoes that size.
Yeah, they're
And I'm
huge.
not joking.
And you got to think
fucking
like,
and I'm not
we're
joking.
known for having big fucking mosquitoes,
Yeah.
and there it's
Yeah.
just like
It's like it's
Yeah.
it's a way
You
of
got
life.
babies compared to them
Yeah.
down there. No
Exactly.
So shout out to Louisiana, by the way. Coolest and awesome state I've ever lived in my life. To be honest, it was
Really?
it was the best experience of my life. I loved it.
No
The
shit.
people there are so amazing,
Wow.
so cool.
don't you sit here and lie to our faces.
Oh no, I'm not. The food, also the food. You can
I
go.
could
That's
imagine.
You
shit.
can
I
the-
heard
go-
their food
Yeah.
is
You can go to a
amazing.
fucking
Yeah.
gas station down
Yep.
there, and I lived in a small town called Pineville, Louisiana.
Right.
That's where I lived, where I worked down there.
Zero pines
And,
there.
Pineland, Louisiana.
Pineville,
Pineland.
Pineville, Louisiana. And let me tell you how country that fucking town was.
Yeah.
Oh my God! One sheriff's annex. The sheriff's annex was in a trailer, so that
Yeah.
tells you how
Nice.
small that town.
It wasn't
is.
a parish.
It is a parish.
Oh, okay.
So there's several parishes that break up, and it's funny because
Right.
religious groups own all those parishes. Different
That's
religious
not
groups,
surprising.
which is weird. It's almost like provinces.
Right.
Because and it finally, after I don't know how many years that town's been there, they finally got a liquor store. About 2 years ago.
Was it
What?
No
dry?
shit.
Was it a drive? No, wait. Was it a drive-through?
Hold
liquor
on a
store?
second.
It is a drive.
No.
Hell
Was it?
yes.
When I say like no liquor sales
No
whatsoever.
liquor.
in the
I had to
entire
go. I had to go over the bridge to
Holy
Alexandria. Yeah.
fuck.
No shit. No
I actually
shit.
found out that there's a town near Raleigh that's dry.
There's several counties, or not
Yeah.
counties,
In North
but several
Carolina.
counties that have
It's a
dry towns.
Bible
in
Belt,
North
yeah.
Carolina,
Yeah.
I was like,
I
what
I
the
didn't think
fuck?
that was
towns.
a thing.
There's
North
several
Carolina,
towns.
where they have their own government organization for alcohol sales.
Yes.
Yep.
That has actual
And then-
counties and shit
and yeah,
that are
there's
dry.
municipalities and cities and stuff that have
And
voted
this
to
and this
not
dates
allow
back.
ALE
This
in
dates
there.
back to like the 30s,
Yeah.
40s,
Absolutely.
50s.
But you got to
Insane.
think that we have brew-throughs,
Yeah.
ALE, and dry cities all in one state.
I
But
know,
you
it's
can go.
fucking
So you can go
madness.
through Alexandria,
Madness, yeah.
Louisiana, and go to a drive-through fucking daiquiri station, and
Yeah.
get a daiquiri with 5 shots of moonshine in it.
Dude, you
And
can
you're
drive-
handed
that's
to.
cool.
And it's because I worked at one. I moonlighted. I
you can
bartended at
drive
one.
through in Carolina Beach. They have a drive-through fucking beer and wine shop.
Yeah, it's a
Bro,
brew-through.
Louisiana invented the drive-through liquor spot, my man. They are, dude. Some of the.
Do you want a
funnest
bottle
people-
opener with that?
Talk about DUIs, man. That I think they set the record for DUIs.
Do you want a
And-
bottle opener with that bottle of Tito's? No, thanks. You're fine. I'll just use my seatbelt that I don't have buckled.
Yeah, pretty much. And there was a guy every day at 1700 around 5 o'clock that would come through, and he would get 6 shots of moonshine in his daiquiri, and I'd walk because you would hand him.
Jesus
You can
Christ.
you put a lid on it and you hand them the straw. You hand them the straw. You can't
Right.
break that lid.
Yeah.
So that's when it becomes an open container.
Right.
Motherfucker just boop pops right in. Thank you. Just keeps on moving.
Have a good
Every
day.
time.
Accent.
I know-
Thank you.
Yeah, you ought to.
I needed this after a long day of work.
Oh wow, that was good. That was really good. That was good.
I didn't want to even try.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, man. Some of the most humblest, amazing people you ever meet if you go down Louisiana.
Well, you watch those fucking shows like with the hunting alligator and
Yep,
crocodile.
that's a
and-
real
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And
That's a real
the
thing.
Southern charm makes the show like
It's-
even better.
dude,
Like,
it-
what the fuck?
But
You
it
know?
depends. It depends because there's 2 different demographics.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Cajuns and there's coon asses.
Touch my stick.
Coon asses is not. And by the way, coon ass is a demographic. Is not a racist term whatsoever. That's just a type of Cajun.
Demonetized.
Type of Cajun bloodline. So if you're coon ass, it means you are mixed with Creole, Indian, and a lot of other things, and you are most likely a very country person. You live out in the
So
middle
it's
of nowhere.
not a derogatory.
It's not a derogatory term at all. People
Mm.
are very proud to be a coon ass. Very, very proud people. And
All
man,
right.
some of the funnest fucking parties and best food I ever had. Talk about crawfish, dude.
I like crawfish. How
Yeah.
was that down there?
Oh man, it is the best
'Cause
food I've ever eaten.
You
in
ain't
my
gonna
life.
find it up here.
You're not.
Not
Well, no,
good,
actually,
like,
you can. You
Well, I'm
can.
talking about like
Yeah, but it's-
Louisiana style, like
Louisiana.
Like a
So
boil?
there is a
I haven't-
place
I haven't had that.
there's a crab place down in Fayetteville that has crawfish.
Don't lie to
And
me.
that was pretty fucking good. And
Really?
I'm gonna say
Where-
that
where?
I
Where?
would like to try some.
Where it's at the Westwood Shopping Center.
I know what you're talking about. It's like
Yeah.
crab du jour or some shit on the
Really?
backside across from
Yep.
Defy.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that place
That-
was
yeah.
fucking good.
Oh, the old red, white, and blue barbecue or whatever
yeah.
the fuck.
Yeah, red, white, and
Oh.
blue. Yeah,
Or
kitchen.
no,
Yeah,
it was,
it was something.
I didn't know they had
went through like 3
crawfish
iterations,
there.
but
Yeah.
at one point
Did
it
not
was
know
called red, white.
So
and
you
blue
can ship
something.
Or
crawfish.
no,
now
it
live.
was red.
What?
Yeah, you can
red-
ship it live.
Something.
But it is on you
was
as a
red, white, and blue.
responsibility. Do not
Okay.
let one of those motherfuckers go in a swamp, because you will have crawfish out. You can have an infestation of crawfish if
No
you
shit.
let a live one go. They had an issue with it in Michigan a couple, I think last year or year before, where someone hauled live crawfish up to Michigan from Louisiana,
no shit.
and or got it shipped, because there is a few businesses now that ship out live crawfish.
Huh.
And yes, and got loose, got put in the mud somewhere in the side of a lake, and they had such a bad issue that they were poisonous. Like, you can't eat them,
No shit.
depending
Wow.
on what kind of water that you put them in. Because fresh water is Louisiana fresh water, because that river constantly flows. A lake, on the other hand, is sitting water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stagnant.
It's
Bacteria,
stagnant.
nasty
It's
as fuck.
bacteria, all sorts of bullshit going to them. It's not healthy for them.
Right.
And you can get sick eating them. So, yeah.
Well, because they're bottom feeders.
They are.
Well,
Yeah.
I will say the best seafood I ever had was when I went to Maine about 4 or 5
Oh.
years ago, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, yeah.
you go to the little lobster
is
places where they
crab
catch
cakes
them
and
fresh,
football.
and
That's
I
what
paid
Maryland
$30
does.
and I had this. It wasn't no Harris Teeter or Walmart lobster. This motherfucker was huge, and when I got
Maine-
back to
Maine
cook-
lobster
and
is
it's
the best lobster.
The water,
Yeah.
I guess the
Lobster.
water that they're in is all. It's not really fresh, but because of the ice caps melting or whatever, and you fucking get all that nice water coming down.
Yeah.
That was the freshest and the best lobster I've had, with a little bit of fucking garlic butter. It was
Dude.
awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
And I can't fucking stand all these places that like put lobster in salads or do this crazy shit with lobster.
Nah.
It's like you're literally just fucking untainting the nastiness of whatever the fuck happened to your shitty 2-week-old lobster you had shipped, right? The whole thing is, the only thing that you should have with real good fresh lobster is butter and garlic.
First off, if you
Period.
don't put Tony's in that motherfucker, you are not.
Well,
I mean,
you are.
Tony's, Old Bay.
yeah,
No,
Old,
whoa.
Old Bay
Let me
or
settle- let me
you're
settle
talking,
the
you're
Old
talking
Bay
about
argument.
Tony's
Chasheries.
Chasheries.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, however
Tony,
you
I
say
put
that.
that shit on fucking everything now.
Yeah.
Because I lived down there so long, I put that shit on pizza, dude.
Yeah.
It's
wrong with
fucking.
you?
Oh yeah, dude. Trust me, I have a fucking. I
Oh,
got a
God.
fucking.
Well,
Thing.
you're-
Oh yeah.
That reminds me of like the fucking the TikToks or the memes they have now is like 1 week here, 2 weeks here, and then fucking now you're putting Tony
Yeah.
Chasheries on every fucking thing.
And you're saying, "Hey, Bo, hey, Bo."
Wait, you don't have to go all the way to Louisiana to learn how to say, "Hey, Bo, Lumberton's right around the corner."
Oh shit!
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I got a good friend of mine who's very lumpy, and he's like, "Hey, Bo," he's a redhead lumpy.
Paul daddy.
believe it or not.
A redhead
What the-
lumpy.
Yeah.
Demonetized right
Let-
there.
Yeah.
Go
yeah.
ahead and shut it down.
Because
Yeah.
you said
more redhead than me.
I mean, you can literally go right around the corner to meet a Lumbee.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
Well,
I mean, they're
he's married to one,
literally.
literally.
good old Robinson
And he
County.
just quit.
Yeah,
Fuck you guys.
We
I'm
didn't
not-
say anything derogatory
No.
about
Dude,
lumpies.
I will tell you, some of the most fun that I've had was with people from Robco.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They know
Oh,
how
dude,
to
your
fucking
your
party.
job.
Yeah, dude.
your electrical job
Yeah,
that you
the
did?
lineman job, dude. There were some crazy,
Oh yeah.
crazy Lumbies that
They
I
are
worked
some
with.
fun. They are some fun people. Some
Goddamn
real fun
right.
people,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The absolute most fun of any type of people to go shooting with.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Big true.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes. So hey, everyone, let's take a minute to say, "Hey, Marty."
Hey Marty.
Hey, Marty.
You're
Marty.
fucking late.
About time you showed the fuck up.
Yeah, I know. We've just been waiting on you.
What the hell?
No big fucking deal.
What are you bartending back there now?
He just walks in, doesn't say shit, and just fucking
He's like,
on the
"You
phone.
didn't
want to interrupt. We're
He's like,
live.
"Fuck you
He's
guys."
okay.
He's like, "Fuck you guys." Love you, Marty.
So we want to go ahead.
Cups, they're over here, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marty, you want to come?
You want to get in on
Well,
this?
before that, do we have any followers or listeners right now? Something?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right.
How are you?
I think Sanchez was looking to see if there was any questions.
Dude, we are only
no.
we are only
questions too.
We're
take
only
all
like
those.
990,000 followers away from 1 million, guys.
Yeah. Which
999,970.
I set your ginger ale right there.
Which,
I got your 2 liter.
Once we
got
get
it.
to that, we
We got
can do a
everything.
monster
You want to get in
giveaway.
on this?
Yeah, I got you.
You want to get in on this?
Yeah.
Right here?
You want a rotate?
You want
for a
to
minute?
get in on the little short boy seat right here, the ginger ale?
I think you're
just
I think-
uncomfortable
I
is
think
what
you're
that is.
fucking
you'd
hate
actually
this
be doing Fowler a fucking favor because his
Absolutely.
back
Favor.
hurts right now.
Did you have to get ready? You got to.
He's been adjusting
the
this
Papi
whole
Chulo lane.
fucking time in
You're
that
just
fucking chair.
you're just over here.
Nice. Nice.
What do we got going on over here?
Ooh, I better get some of that after this.
You're
matter
just
of
Or
fact,
you can get some during.
You're just like sampling a little bit of everything.
I am. I'm like a rainbow.
You got to fucking rip it. You got to rip it. A
Yeah,
Zoa.
I got you a
Hot Slam.
hey, Marty, I got you a Citrus X over here.
Jesus,
Yeah. Rip it. Yeah.
dude.
I knew a little taste of Afghanistan.
We're back
you
in
know?
Afghanistan.
Little
back
taste
back
of-
in a guard tower in Iraq.
A little taste of Bagram, you know.
I love you, Will.
Don't go anywhere. Yeah, we're gonna
stay right here, baby.
folks are gonna rotate out as we go.
Because I had Kinsol in my ass cheeks.
Thank you, sir.
God damn, that's a lot.
Those are rookie numbers, bud.
Don't
Don't worry.
Pump those numbers.
Don't
up.
worry, we have designated drivers for everybody that's drinking tonight. So
That actually hurt my ears right there. Can we?
Sorry.
If he goes, again, can we turn that down?
edit that out.
I'll actually be riding Marty home in the way you think.
And neither of them brought their motorcycle.
Be riding reverse on his tank.
God damn, man came prepared. Look, he's got the humidor, this car case, the fucking
He
Kickstarter.
brings that
Damn,
shit
son.
everywhere now, and a phablet.
phablet?
Say that again?
That's his phone. Phablet.
phablet.
A phablet.
Phablet.
It's a fabulous tablet. It's a ginormous fucking phone. It's huge.
Holy shit, Marty wore a button up. I don't know, man.
Oh, whoa! Nice,
What kinda- what
nice
kinda-
Dixon.
what-
Nice Dixon. Shout
what
out
kinda-
to Dixon. I'm just
What kind of show do you think we're running here, man?
This-
Pull on
this
up.
isn't-
You're
this
gonna have to lean forward. Like
This isn't Joe Rogan. This is just regular old hanging out, talking.
hashtag.
Oh wow!
Hashtag.
Okay.
Don't
Oh, wow.
cancel
Oh,
me,
so-
bro.
He's
oh,
not
so
one
you
of the
don't
three.
support-
Okay,
you
he
don't
doesn't
support Neil Young?
FBTV?
yeah, it doesn't go up.
Well, I guess
You can swap out for the blue chair if you want.
I guess it is safe to say
can.
he was not one of the
You
three
can.
followers.
And fucking
we
and
have
Fowler
right now.
can literally just pop a chulo back there in the background, just chilling.
Yeah, pull up a beach chair.
Oh my
A
god,
poolside
that
chair.
fucking Jameson is amazing.
Yeah.
Pass it.
Good lord.
Pass it.
Here,
Is that any
take a
better?
little schwibble. Oh my god, it tastes like water almost. Like
you
but
look like
it's
Billy over
so
there.
fucking smooth.
How dare you?
Oh god, damn. Whatever that
That's
is.
smooth. I like that.
That's like
No
that's like
shit.
fucking Jesus had sex with Fergie.
Oh my god.
And they had a fucking whiskey.
All right, I'll try it.
Oh my god,
try a
that
little
is so
swig.
fucking good.
So this is Jameson Distiller Safe
Yeah, it's
by head distiller Brian Nation. All right.
there's like a collection of those. It's like
You got to talk.
You
into
got- you
the
gotta
Yeah,
mic.
make
speak
sure you
into
get
the
that
mic.
mic
You gotta
up
get
into
in the
your
mic.
up into
Put your
shit
mouth
like
on
that.
Put it inside
No,
it. Put it
but
inside
you
of
can
you.
adjust it
Inside
if you
of you.
need
Put it
to,
inside of you.
however you need to adjust it to.
all right, is that better?
Yeah, you got to make sure you're talking into it like this.
You got to put your mouth on.
You got headphones on, right?
Yeah.
You got to make your
And
mustache
your
tickle.
your
Well,
headphones.
Will could not hear
Hold on.
himself, so he might.
Your
not be able to hear
headphones.
himself.
Your headphones should give you an idea of how well other people can hear you, based on how well
Oh,
you
I
can
can
hear
hear you
yourself.
breathe. Oh yeah. I just
Welcome.
came.
So, what discussions are we about? Right
Well,
now?
welcome, Marty.
Oh, man, we have some good discussions going on. Pretty much just kind of just
Dude,
a background
I
of how
forgot
we
you
all
had a-
know each other. But
I forgot you had a boot on. I thought you were wearing Uggs.
Do you?
we had a discussion about that and how my dumb
Well,
ass broke my fucking leg.
Uggs.
Yeah.
He had a pumpkin.
We started
spice
pretty
latte
early.
earlier.
First of
somewhere, I
all, don't
remember.
talk shit about pumpkin spice lattes.
No,
They're amazing.
because we knew that you were probably going to be running like 5-10 minutes later, whatever.
Pull the Mikey.
Wow,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Oh,
Whoa.
hold on.
Very nice.
Hold on.
Oh.
Just
Can we
you know.
show that off
I
a
like
little
how
bit?
you presented it. Like,
Can we show it off a
so
little bit?
just so you guys can see, we got the Fox Road Farm cigars, right? The overhead. Yep. Fox Road Farm cigars. Everyone hold one up, sure.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not?
So, Marty, you've been on the podcast before.
I have.
Yep, during season 1 at our old studio. If you want to refresh everyone's memories, since new season,
Who
new
the
podcast,
fuck are you? Explain yourself.
What? Give us a little bit of a background about yourself. More in tune with kind of what you're doing with the farm and all that shit, and kind of how you had a goat farm land in your lap. And
Whatever that was sounded delicious.
Such a weird flex. Such a weird flex.
while I try this fucking
Is that a
distiller
flex?
safe.
Such a weird flex. Just fucking, starts a farm and like, oh, I'm just going to have goats. And one random
Well, before
alpaca.
before he explains it,
It's a
how
llama.
did you come up with the name Fox Road Farm? Let's discuss that real
It's a
quick.
farm off of Fox Road.
Well, nailed it. Damn it.
fucking nailed it.
Damn it.
Really nailed that head.
Sorry,
really
I didn't mean
nailed
to,
that.
I didn't mean to
fucking
take that away
fuck.
from you, Marty, but I figured it was a
Nailed
pretty
it.
easy.
Fuck you, Tom.
I love saying that. Fuck you, Tom. Say that all the time. Fuck you, Tom.
But realistically, you could have called it like Dick Horse Farm. You know what I'm saying? Like, in all honesty, like Fox. I know it's on
Horse
Fox
Dick
Road.
Farms.
Fowler said
Right.
horse dick farm.
Horse Dick
Horse Dick
Farms.
Farms. Right.
Horse Dick Farms.
So, being that it is on
There's no horses,
Fox
though.
Road, whatever.
No. There is
Yet.
horses. They're
Was-
ponies.
was there-
They're ponies.
Was there
There's a horse,
options before we came up with that?
Obviously, there's options, but you got to realize what your. First, we had to look at what our goal was of the farm. What name do I give it that the community accepts?
Speaking to the mic.
Mic check. Mic check.
It's going to
Check
happen like
1,
5
2.
times.
3, 4.
That was a good technique. I like that.
He's good at that.
I like
Just
that.
headbutt it.
I like that. I headbutt shit all the time. I love it.
You got to rotate the hands while you do
Does
it.
it, hit,
Clockwise and counterclockwise.
does it hit the back of your throat too?
Let the man talk. God damn.
It's a number of things come to my head after
back
that.
back to the question at hand. Even though it's called Fox Road Farm and you're on Fox Road, was there other names that was eligible for?
Oh,
your-
of course. But whatever name you give your farm, obviously you want it to dictate what's on your farm. You want it to dictate where it's at. There's different categories of how you want to name it. And obviously you're right. We gave the name Fox Road Farm, obviously, because of the location. But if someone was to hear our farm name in our community, because our farm is community-based, we needed something that's, obviously not like I didn't want it like Sandy Pines Acres or some crap.
Right,
right.
So generic. I wanted it to be no
Right.
shit like
It's not
this
a
is-
fucking retirement home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is our farm, and that name is. I went off location. I think that's. I just like
No,
it.
it's smart, and it sounds good. It's
sounds
snappy.
good. It's
Yeah.
Let me
snappy
tell
as
you.
hell.
Let me
Yes.
tell you, man. That's such a beautiful fucking.
And it looks fucking amazing
Right.
on a logo.
Best
on a hat.
fucking
Yes,
hat.
yeah.
This is my favorite hat. This
Which,
is my
by the
favorite
way,
hat.
did you bring any other hats? Because I'd like to.
I did not
purchase
bring
one.
any.
Oh,
So I lost. So this one
But
became
you
my
brought
favorite
cigars,
hat,
so
and I
we're
lost
okay.
it. I don't know where the fuck
I
it is.
have one like that because I think I got one of each, right?
Yeah. So
I
that
have one like that. You can have it.
no. I'm
'Cause I wear
gonna
this
buy because we support local around here. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy one.
Okay.
from you. I'm gonna buy a couple from you.
All right, touche.
Amen.
No, but I'll tell you
I'll
the
take it,
hardest
Tom.
thing about coming with the Fox Road
I
portion was
lost mine.
the actual. That was
I
the
know.
easy part of the name, Fox Road. The farm was the hard part of the name
Explain it.
because you'll say people are like, all right, Fox Road Farms plural. There's or whatever you want
Right.
to call it, homestead, ranch, whatever you want to call it. But I kind of went old school with it, like how my grandfather taught me was if you don't own multiple parcels on your farm, it's not a farms.
Right.
But a lot of people
that
you
makes
see
sense.
only have one parcel and they'll call it, their last name Farms because
Right.
it sounds good, right? But
Right.
you don't own
Right.
multiple farms. Any person, normal day, wouldn't understand the difference. But if an old school guy saw me and he knew my farm, it's kind of how you kind of.
Oh, you didn't want to get called out, is what it was.
Right.
There it is.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see
I was
what
smart.
you
You
did.
wanted
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
You wanted people to
Okay.
take you
Be legit,
seriously.
man.
Exactly.
You looked into how the people who do that shit for generations
Right.
do it,
Yeah.
and you
There it
emulated that. That's
Well,
smart.
not
That's
to
the way do
mention
it.
you're making your mark on your generation too. Like that's
Yeah.
how farms are. Because I have if I'm a
Well,
farmer in
hold on
Alabama,
a second,
like,
because in the next fucking few months, or whatever, it will be Fox Road Farms.
Actually, yeah,
What-
because I saw the post. You have some big equipment on your farm now.
his excavator
Well,
that he
are
won't
we-
stop.
Dude, it's a
fucking
well,
grader.
it-
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
grader
yeah.
out there. No,
Yeah.
he is. But no,
Yeah.
we just we are expanding operations. We just got an offer accepted for another additional portion in Hoke County. So obviously I can't call it Fox Road Farms
Right.
or Fox Road Farm per se in Hoke County because I'm
Right.
I'm not on that road. So whatever name we give it, we haven't given it a name yet for the new farm. It will still fall up under Fox Road Farm for tax purposes and
Right.
for the LLC
We'll
business.
just name it Road Farm 2.
Fox Road Farm too.
How about close enough to Southern Pines to get your eyes wet?
And but here's the good thing. We just went down old Greg.
I know that
Old Greg. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So here's the thing, though, is the new property and shit. Which I don't know if you want to get into that right now, but the new property and everything. You have enough land to have multiple different road names because we discussed some of those road names that we were
Absolutely.
thinking of. You know.
Okay.
And
all right.
one of those
All
road
right.
names can be Fox Road.
Well, that's where actually it's funny you go there because I already talked to the old lady and I told her, I said, hey, look, we need to put trail cams out there because I want to see if there's any fox out there because in that
Yeah.
we could give it a name that's off of Fox Road,
Right.
Fox Ridge, Fox Pine, whatever,
Right.
some bullshit cliche name. No, for real.
It says "Shut up, Mikey."
That sounds
Sorry,
like a
sorry, I couldn't-
fucking dolphin.
I
What the
couldn't-
fuck. That's not even close to a fox.
But I'll tell you,
fucking
if,
flipper over here.
if you want to try to get an idea of a good farm name, just 2 weeks ago we were out in Colorado. Was it 2 weeks? Last week, whatever. We were out in
Yeah.
Colorado, and I was driving on some back roads through Colorado Springs, going up towards Denver, and we're on the back area where I'm talking about the smallest farm's 50,000 acres. But
Jesus.
everyone had these beautiful grand. It'd be like a little trailer out in the middle of 50,000 acres, but they'd have this grand entrance to their ranch. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm talking about 20-foot tall telephone posts coming across with a fancy iron,
Yep,
mat, and
yep.
they'd have some clever names, Elk Ridge Farm and whatever, Elk Ridge
Right.
Ranch. That's what it is. But if I looked in the land, I looked back and there was a ridge on their farm. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I see where your name
That
is, and
makes
I'm
sense.
most likely
Yeah.
there's elks on your property. So
Right.
I get it. So, but I'm telling you, if you want a clever name, just drive out west. There's some amazing names
Fox
out there.
Run.
Fox Run.
Yeah.
got
That's
the runs.
that's a play on word. No, it's a
Yeah.
play on words.
If
Fox Run or I don't know, Fox Avenue.
Fox Avenue.
Say what?
I don't fucking know, man. I'm just spitballing. I'm just spitballing, bro.
You're spitballing hard.
Really, I was throwing it at the fucking fences right
Instead
now.
of Fox Run, we'll just name it Run Fox. God damn it.
No. Like if you have foxes that run across the property, Fox Run.
Run
Touche.
Fox.
I'm just saying, like that's how sometimes you can come up with. It's very native.
As
It
much
is.
as
Think
we
about it.
want to
Well,
put
I
a
mean, it's
name
an
on
about
animal.
it.
It's an animal that's indigenous
Think
to the
about
area.
it.
Keep in
It is
mind-
very native.
No, when I say that, I mean it's very Native American. The way that they would
Fox
name
runs.
things.
You are
The way that it
Black
would,
feet.
the way that things were named or people were named was just exactly that. So,
My name is Quick Feet.
all right, come on.
Oh, that okay. That
Let's be honest, bro. We're in our mid-30s right now. We don't have quick fucking feet.
and Mikey's name is Quickfoot.
Quick foot.
Oh shit! Wow, that was good. That was good. That was good. Solid.
Fucking dances with crutches over here.
Okay, all right. That was pretty awesome.
So other projects you can see on Facebook how much you have been
you, Tom.
building, and you got the wedding photos going on, which is awesome because you got the old truck in there, and
Yeah.
all those pictures that you have posted or have been posted on your page on Facebook have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
So-
Fox Road Farms
Well,
LLC.
hell, I mean that's where I put my my family photo right here.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see that.
Which I actually have some supplemental
Check the
ones.
mustache. Check the curly mustache.
I
on
actually
there.
have some.
Selleck.
Yep. Right.
I have some supplemental
wish-
ones on
I
my
wish-
phone that you'll probably like.
Anybody
Yeah?
viewing this,
Okay.
I wish they could see this, but this was a very good photo.
Yeah.
A very good photo.
Oh yeah. Man,
But
that's
that
beautiful
truck that you had on the post there, you were like, I think it was
Well-
a few months ago. You were like, well, we got this old F-150 or F-100, whatever. it was
F100.
called.
Yep.
Yeah.
And man, that thing was clean. And then
Yeah.
you had this family sitting in the back of it with the
Yep.
blanket.
That's
Yeah.
we did.
That was
we did one
that
too.
was an
Yeah.
awesome
That
photo.
that
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 was a
truck
very good photo.
that truck
Yeah.
has gone through a lot of work, a lot
Oh,
of
God.
restoration and everything.
Jesus Christ! Do you want?
It's sat on the side of a lot of roads.
We had to stop in a Bojangle for like fucking 3 hours.
Which small advertisement makes sure you bring your vehicle to Automotive Performance?
There you go.
We say so, and it was a cool day. It was actually a really fun day because like we're just going to pick up a camper and then in this old truck and we're just vibing. We're having a good time, and then all of a sudden like oh shit, it's starting to break down. And then like
You didn't sound like that. What the fuck?
Doesn't even sound.
Marty
like that.
does sound like that. He does because he's country as fuck. That's the most Georgia accent I could possibly think of.
He is definitely country.
Oh,
There's
God,
no
yeah.
fucking doubt about it.
Down. It says down like down. Down there. He exaggerates his ow.
He exaggerates his
Ow.
Pronouns. Nouns. Pronouns.
So let's go. So speaking of Marty, let's go into a quick recap of our friendship. Tom, Will, Marty, and yes, we'll bring you into this, obviously.
Might as well.
But because
I'm only sitting here.
I wouldn't know you unless it was.
I'm
for,
only sitting.
I'm only in the same room.
I wouldn't know you unless it was for Marty anyway. Because we all kind of became friends for Marty. So
I can't stand that motherfucker.
That's a trend.
Oh, Marty. Oh, I didn't see you
my
sitting
bad.
there.
That's a trend.
My bad.
That's a
Hello,
trend.
Marty.
I only know certain people that I consider very close friends because of Marty, and Marty actually has a couple of close friends because of me.
yeah,
True statement.
Like,
man.
and that's how you know, man. That's how you know.
that's how that. Yeah, we were just all.
That's
jiving.
how you know it's
we just
meant to
all
be.
we just all jive. Hey man, I got to tell you, like my longest friendship I've had with another male.
What about
dogs
relationships?
with
What
another
the fuck?
sire.
Another relationship with another man, platonic relationship with another man. It's probably
Heterosexual life mate.
It's probably been heterosexual life mate. It's probably Marty, and I'll say that because man, we've been through a lot of shit together. And
You
not
mean, hold on. You mean you've been through a lot of shit since you've met him?
No.
That's fair.
Well, no. I went through a lot of shit, and he was actually the guy there that was helping me through it. I mean, there were some times.
That's
where
what I meant.
I mean, honestly, like I wouldn't be here in honestly the career field that I chose if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
Like he kind of talked me into going that route.
Was he the one that you were talking about earlier that was like tried to train you to be?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So he
good,
tried
okay.
like
for anybody listening.
So the
yeah,
thing is, like,
you
if
know.
everyone's listening, like, talk about positivity. Like this dude,
like
like,
how it's if anyone's listening.
because I
For anyone listening.
for like the 4 people that are listening.
it was 3. It's actually 3.
It might be less. I don't
It
know.
might be
Well, I
less.
mean, I mean, technically, it's 1, 2.
It's
3,
4.
4, 5.
Hey,
6,
Austin.
7, 8 was
7,
the
8.
3. Yeah.
So there's technically 8, but we're gonna make this shit grow, man. I love this. But anyway, so like,
Real quick, hold on. Real quick. Brittany Cachero, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Hello,
Nikolai says that he heard that the guy with the boot on his foot gives a mean ZJ.
if you don't know what that is, you can't afford it.
That's correct. and as
You're an
always,
expensive whore.
and
Oh,
as
I'm a
always,
classy broad.
Austin, welcome to the podcast, man. We love
Austin,
you.
hello again.
Sorry, go ahead, man.
So, talking about positivity, this dude probably was like the most positive thing in my life at one point that was pushing me towards that way and like tried to get me in that right direction. Because I saw like when I met this man, he pulled up on my dream truck, my dream bike, and I was like,
That's a cool photo.
it was like a Wolf Wall Street thing, like
We're not fucking leaving.
what's going on?
We're not fucking leaving.
No. Wolf of Wall Street was like, hey, I'll quit my job today and come work for you type shit. So like that's what it was. Oh no, I got one better. I have one better, and it was when it was broken down on the side of the road at the Bojangles.
It's a fucking Ford, man. And I told this guy
Found on road
months
dead.
and months ago.
I'm just
I
kidding.
had a
You know I
Chevy
love
truck
your
for
Fords.
sale. He didn't want it and got that thing.
There was one time I was like, Marty, no questions asked. I need to borrow your truck, and he just like, and that was when he had that F-250 that was just sex.
The tan
That
one?
thing was
Yeah,
hot.
the brown one.
I
That-
love
Oh
that thing was
God,
nice.
fuck! It was
That
just
was a nice ass
sex.
truck.
It was just sex, and I was like, and I was taking a Haley to rugby because my truck, I don't know what my truck was. I had the Ranger Danger at the time. I had the fucking Ford Ranger that
the
was
Danger
just
Ranger.
a fucking hunk of shit, and which he told me not to buy, by the way, because he wasn't there. He was like, no man, don't buy it.
Yeah, but it's a
You're
good,
smell-
reliable truck, and you still drive it to this day, right?
No, that Ranger.
It's
No.
a Ford. Of course, he is not
No.
fucking driving it.
Welcome
the
to the
fuck?
joke.
I was crawling inside and out of that motherfucker. Like he witnessed it. He witnessed it.
Welcome to the joke.
I know, right? But now, you know what? I went to Dodge. I love my Dodge. I love my fucking
I
Dodge.
fucking love mine too.
Oh, Jesus, I love it.
Well,
but
it's not a Dodge; it's a Ram.
It is. Oh, you're a
Yeah,
Ram.
that's right.
Oh my god, we're just like Neon versus SRT4. Like
No,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Whoa,
It's not a
whoa,
Dodge,
you're
it's
bringing
a
it
Ram.
back
No,
on
actually,
that.
Ram
It's
is a
not a Dodge,
completely
it's a
separate
Ram.
company.
Yeah,
now.
Ram is completely separate
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Dodge.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
no.
he fucking knows, but
Yeah, I'm just making a joke, but it's
it's not
all-
like
it's all
it's not like
Chrysler.
he doesn't fucking work on this
It's all
every
Chrysler.
goddamn day.
It's all Chrysler, and like they're a sub of Dodge. But anyway, so
Actually, probably the thing you work on the least is Fords, right?
we work on some of those, but we mainly specialize in Chevrolets.
Yeah.
can you
Chevys.
come over and fix my BMW?
Fuck that BMW.
Please fix it.
Fuck
You
that
didn't
BMW.
even flinch. It's not even a half a
BMW.
second.
It's a
This
six
was
speed.
not-
It's a 6-speed twin
Yeah,
turbo.
This was not
It's a
discussed
badass car, but
previously,
I
and literally,
I don't
it
have
took
the
him
means
half
to
a
fix
second.
it.
My neighbor,
your
my
BMW.
neighbor has a exactly. My neighbor has a fucking X5, and it's not even like anything newer. It's not nothing great. It's not a 2022. It's this thing's like a 2006. He went to change the battery in the fucking thing. Next thing you know,
all
he's
sorts of
sitting
shit starts
in his
going wrong.
fucking driveway, and he's fucking with his battery. So
bottle
the
of
next
sugar.
day that comes by, he towed it away to go to BMW. This thing has to be fucking recalculated and recalibrated
Yeah.
for all
Yeah.
sorts of. Fuck your BMW.
Oh, dude.
In all honesty, I do wish I worked for BMW.
it was
because I
a
would make
newer.
a ton of
So the
fucking
thing
money,
is, like, we
but
did.
Fuck that.
So
thing, seriously.
we owned one that Marty actually helped me work on. We changed it, the plugs and the wires in it. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that blue one, that or purple-ish one, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But so that was a long time ago. But I bought a 2014. I bought a newer one, and it was badass. It was a badass fucking. It is a fast fucking car.
Oh yeah,
one
absolutely.
of the fastest cars I've ever
absolutely.
driven.
Yeah.
But so I don't know the difference between a truck clutch and a sport clutch. So a sport clutch is like what's on a
So
BMW.
I'm assuming you burned that fucking thing.
Oh, I
out.
did.
I-
I burned that.
As
motherfucker.
much as I would like to, no.
I
And
burned
not
up
not
that
gonna
motherfucker.
fucking happen.
Oh
dude.
yeah, that's right. Will's here. Will, please come fix my BMW. Please.
This is coming from the same guy who I offered to help him with the brakes on his truck, and then he never texted me. Never.
Okay. So first of all, before you get hurt, okay. So I was in a pinch because you know me. Oh God, Marty,
the
you are
fuck,
so
dude?
tall now.
Welcome Fox Road Farm.
That's more like.
I'm
fuck
probably
road
not.
farm.
I'm probably out of camera view and everything, but I
No,
don't care
no, the
because
camera
I
gets
just
all the way
like
to
The
the back
camera,
of
the
the bar.
camera's right here,
He
so
didn't
it's gonna
like
get.
the beat- he
It's
didn't
gonna.
like
It's
the
gonna get
wide
He
you.
didn't like the
I feel like I was a
down
child at the adult table, you know. Like,
It's pretty fucked.
He didn't like the patio chair. It wasn't happening for him.
So let me go ahead and finish the story. I offer to help. He's
well, this is where we're at.
Jesus Christ!
Fuck is that? What is that?
the fuck is this?
All right, go ahead and turn it off. Demonetize.
Demonetize. I don't even know what that means, but demonetize.
We're done.
Stop using big words.
So I offer to help him with his truck brakes. I'm like, brother, I can even get you like wholesale pricing on the parts, and I'll just come over and help you put them on. It's not a big deal. 2 weeks goes by. He doesn't message me.
Because I procrastinate.
And that's fine.
I procrastinate
Hey,
to the very
hey,
last
shocker.
minute.
Hey, and that's fine. Because I was like, hey, man, it's raining tonight. Why are you riding your motorcycle to get a tattoo instead of your truck? And he goes, this is why, blah, blah, blah. So 2 weeks goes by. Mikey doesn't message me whatsoever about the truck. I'm like, oh, well, he'll just do it when it's important to him. He's probably riding his bike. The weather's been nice. He likes it, whatever. And then he messaged me, hey, man, there's about 573 things wrong with my BMW. Do you want to look at it? And I'm like, this went from like, hey, man, you want to just like give me a hand with something to bend over? I want to spread your ass cheeks. And like,
I go from 0 to fucking stupid real quick, man.
Like I was saying, fuck
Marty
that
knows
BMW.
that. Marty knows that. And trust me when I tell you, like and I've never got a car delivered to my house, and this car was delivered to my house, and great. It was
Like
it's
a
in still
Carvana kind of thing.
kind of
or-
yeah. It was a dealership we contacted. It was one because 6-speed BMWs are actually very hard to find.
and you know what? That
yeah.
that dealership probably would have paid you to take delivery to get that piece of shit off their fucking parking
Amen.
lot.
Amen.
we got a sucker. He's gonna buy it.
They're like,
Hell
now he's
yeah.
buying it. He's paying us to deliver it. Holy shit!
We like the German in my house. We like the German stuff. We do. We like the German stuff.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but there is something wrong with the 6-speed bi-turbo
Yes.
BMWs. Those things are really fun to drive, but they are maintenance hogs.
I know.
Not to mention that when they do break, it's fucking expensive.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
and it's
so-
a lot of proprietary software too. So if
Oh,
you
yeah.
start fucking with stuff on there, only BMW can fuck with it.
No, sir. I know more than you.
Oh shit!
Oh, I can jailbreak a car. I did it with my fucking Dodge. I did it with my
This
truck.
is not a fucking iPhone we're talking about here. We're
Dude,
talking about a whole fucking.
You got to go on the website. I already looked on the website. You got to download the firmware and software, and you got to update it. And there's a certain sequence you have to update it with because they have a USB port.
We're talking
That's
about
how
a
you
car
fucking do
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
So
I did it with Dodge.
So what?
Updated my shit with the Dodge.
So what
That's the
he's
same
saying
thing.
is when he
There's
fucks
different.
his shit up,
There's
then
different
he's gonna call
ways
me or
you can.
Will
Because
to
everything
flash
that's
his shit.
everything that's in a car is a computer. It's been newer cars. I mean, they
Oh,
have
yeah.
body control modules, transmission control modules, engine control modules.
You're an
They got a
engine control
fucking.
module.
They got like in the BCM, they might have like 3 or 4. You know, like one for the
They
seats,
got a
one for
module
the
for your fucking
airbags. They
tire
got like
pressure.
They have a
like-
module for your fucking
So-
heats,
yeah.
your
It-
fucking your seats. and
So
shit.
I just
Yeah.
that's what it. Yeah, literally just said.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
But
Pay attention.
all of those things
No, that
run on
reminds
some
me-
kind of software.
No, going down a whole farm route, there's actually a whole coalition of people that are hacking their tractors because
Yeah,
of
they have to.
shit.
Well, that's
Well, no, they have
well,
to.
They have
because
to.
they have
John
to.
Deere,
They're
Kubota, some
they're
of your top
jailbreaking
brands.
No, because specifically John Deere
Yes.
is
Yep.
it literally licensing the tractor to you when you buy it. You don't actually own.
You don't own the tractor.
well, you do
You
own the
the
physical
tractor,
tractor.
but you do not own the
own.
firmware.
No, you don't own the internal software and firmware
Right,
that
the
run
firm-
on the
yeah.
computer.
You're talking
It's
to
the
you're talking to
fucking most
you're talking to
insane
two
shit.
dudes that are Harley Davidson owners. Tell me about it.
3, motherfucker.
Oh shit, that's right.
Fuck your
okay.
asshole.
Oh,
Wide,
fuck me
mother-
hard.
Like,
Fuck me
hey,
hard.
I like how the first thing these
So-
two Harley Davidson owners start talking about is fucking each other's assholes. My point made. I'm just saying.
So the thing is, like, so
That's
when
what they like to shake. It gets.
you could not put a fucking like any tuner in it. It had to be screaming nail because they
Yeah.
locked
Yeah.
the fucking software to where that if you did put something else in it, it would void your fucking warranty.
Yeah.
Well, that's just about all of them.
Talk
Like,
about
cars
cocksucking
have been doing that for a
motherfuckers, dude.
long time.
So yeah, so Harley Davidson got wise and started doing that, but now they've let off it a little bit because they're starting to make money again. So
Because
got-
Indians on their ass.
Well,
that's
and
why.
also you got to think like we're from the era of as like the sort of golden age of EFI in cars, where we were taking ECUs and actually desoldering chips and then soldering new chips
Soldering
in, so
back
you
in
could
so you can
then
run
tune it
so
and do
guys,
stuff.
So Dyna guys started that, right? So they would do the same thing. Thundermax. Thundermax came out, or it's been around forever, and that is the bad motherfucker of ECUs. So it completely replaces your ECU, your ECM. I'm sorry, your ECM. And so it is so it's like the top tier tuner. But you put that in anything from 19 and up, it voids your shit to where like if Harley does diagnostic at the dealership, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You are fucked.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cars that are like that, where people will go out and they'll find a wrecked car in a junkyard to get the ECM from it so that they can flash. Oh my God!
What happened?
What is that?
Hello, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry. Is that Jerry?
Yes.
Oh, hey, Jerry.
Hey, Gerald.
Hey, thank you for fucking coming by and not even saying hi, you fucking cunt.
Can we say that? Can we say cunt?
Yes, I already cleared it.
Oh,
It was
okay,
already
cool.
clear to say cunt.
All right, just making sure.
I love you. I love you,
We didn't go to
but
that
you're a
last time I
dick.
was here.
I'm reading this live chat, and Jerry, one, you would never say that to my face, and two, bring your bald-headed ass back here, you little bitch.
Hashtag you too.
Yeah.
My name is Mikey. I is smart. Will is as boring as Tom's dad. Good God.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Holy
shit. Oh man, Jerry, I miss you. You never call me anymore. Don't even send me a dick pic.
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean, what
he's-
the fuck, man?
Dude, seriously?
So,
Tom and Mike, you beautiful bastards. He did say.
Oh, I love you too.
well,
buddy.
I don't
miss
know
you.
if we're allowed to have a list of unsubscribers. He's unsubscribed.
Man, I love some Jerry,
Well,
dude. Me and Jerry grew up in Charlie Troop together way back in the fucking day.
Hey, where y'all
when he
live
had
at?
hair.
Are we live on YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, he had hair. He had hair. Well, I had hair too. When we knew each other, we both had hair. That's how long we've known each other.
Look at Tom's Facebook. He's got a link. You can share it or look at it.
Well, we are a little bit off topic here. Before we were talking about the Fox Road Farms and you got the wedding photos and everything. What else is going on with Fox Road Farms that is making it, exclusive to y'all for the public? For like, what do y'all have going on that's like really stands out compared to any other farm out there? I would assume.
These
No,
cigars,
absolutely.
motherfucker.
No, that's
What's up?
no, that's
Other
a great
than the
question.
cigars.
No, that's a
Other
great
than
question.
cigars and
Okay,
wedding
so
photos.
originally when I went back to, I was talking about the name. I was talking about the community base, right? And that's the whole reason why we even started we started the farm obviously for our animals, but the business aspect is obviously for the community. And so how we did that, so obviously we have our wedding venue coming. All right. The reason why, and I'll go down a whole different topic of why we even started the wedding venue, but another name is how to get that name out. So we started seeing, people are doing Christmas photos. A lot of photographers, they're amazing photographers. They were charging $300 for a 30-minute, hour-long session. Let's be real.
That's just the session. That's not including the photos.
Absolutely. And let's be real.
The session is unreal with the price.
Absolutely. And I'm not hating on these photographers. I mean, they're amazing. They do great work.
Absolutely.
I mean, some of the state of the art. But
Absolutely.
a lot of these families in today's, they just can't afford $300 for a Christmas card. So my wife actually had this great idea. She was like, let's start hosting Christmas photo sessions at the farm. And we'll do Christmas and we'll do non-Christmas, whatever. Yeah. And we'll charge, $25 for 30 minutes, $50 for an hour.
That's actually not bad because there's a lot that can be done within.
That's way undercutting all competition.
They get all. And again, we're not professionals by any means.
Great.
I mean, we both had she did yearbook in high school. I did a little bit of little summer.
Yeah,
photography.
but when you look at her, when you look at the shit that she produces,
she did amazing.
It's fucking great.
It's great, right?
Well, looking at Mike's photo that he had on the keychain, you can tell the quality of work.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's just as good as what a $300 an hour would be for any other photographer.
Yep.
Precisely. And so that's what we targeted. We targeted the families that, hey, look, man, times are tough these days.
Yeah.
Let's make it affordable for these families.
You don't want to pay $130 for a fucking photo, for a photo shoot or whatever.
So included in that 25, that 30-minute, that hour range.
They got all the photos.
All of them?
All digital.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. They get the unedited and the edited.
My wife would.
Because I don't mean to interrupt, but
go ahead.
With any other photographer, you pay that $300 for your session, and then you only get to choose maybe a certain amount of photos, and then you have to pay for all of those as well. So the more photos you have, the more expensive it's going to cost you. So
absolutely.
$300 plus, let's say, $10 a photo or whatever, the sizes and all the other stuff, the kits they give you or whatever, that gets to be hundreds and hundreds of
now
dollars.
Let's talk about Richmond County. I mean, the median income is $35,000 a year. Now, what family living on that can afford that expensive?
Exactly.
Package?
Shit, that's hard. Really Fayetteville.
I mean, they really can't. Well, you got a lot of photographers coming from Southern Pines and whatnot, and they're feeding that market.
Yeah, it's 20 something or some shit, 22.
So yeah, my wife, she would take an average probably 200 to close to 500 photos sometimes per the family, depending on how size. Because a lot of people would take advantage of it. They'd come with 10 family members.
Absolutely.
Which hey, right on, man. Take advantage of the package. That's what we offer.
Absolutely.
So she'd give them 500 photos, and she would edit the majority of them of what she felt was the best photos, and she'd submit, and she created this album online, and she would just share you the link, hey, download, purchase whatever you want. They're your photos.
So my question is, being that you guys are so cheap in the area you're in, when you started advertising for those photos, how fast did the clientele start stacking up?
I told my wife, I was like, hey, look, because for some reason, we all know if you put something out cheap or affordable, should I say, I don't want to use the word cheap, but affordable, people were going to jump on it, right? So
absolutely.
I remember I was like, hey, hon, she went out 9 a.m. for photos. I was like, how many families do you have? She was like, I have 13 families coming today.
Holy
and I'm
shit.
like, I'm sorry, what? I was like, yeah, I'm going to be out there from 9 till 5, 4 o'clock when sun going down.
That's one day?
Exactly. And I was like, hon, did you, dictate lunch? She's like, no. So I was literally running to town, bringing her, Chick-fil-A while she's taking photos.
Well, we were talking about this last time. That's part of the grind, dude.
I'm telling you,
part of the grind.
And we weren't making much, but we got our name out so much.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
13 families now. They're spread. It's like the family tree. It just spreads.
Right,
and people started hearing, hey, I heard you got photos. I want to come bring my family out.
They say the best form of advertisement is word of mouth, and you do something for one family, and it spreads to 3 other families, and those 3 families.
Precisely.
I do believe,
and you, not to mention, post that shit on fucking Instagram. Tag them in it.
And it's on your Facebook, because we see them on your Facebook all the time.
I do believe Jerry in chat knows about something about being the center of something that spreads.
Oh yeah, me and him and I have been rotted off the range at times.
But I mean, the photos were just the start of it. That was just a grand idea my wife had, and so because the venue is still getting built right now, we're in the middle of construction.
What's going to be when you get that venue built? What is going to be happening for this venue? What is Fox Road Farm? What are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, no. Ultimately,
what are you doing?
Ultimately,
other than hats and cigars. And
ultimately,
photos.
we are an event venue, right? And then so we were just kind of we thought of our venue's coming. It's going to eventually pick up and promote business and also bring revenue and whatnot to Richmond County. But how do we get our name out? That was where the photos came from. That's where the cigars came from. The hats came from. Let people and people want this stuff, give it to them at an affordable rate.
And do you have any shirts or any jackets or anything?
They
like
will
that
be
that
coming.
you-
Yeah,
will
so
be
that
coming?
merchandise
Okay.
is coming, and we're being very selective. We're not going to come out, throwing 1,000 things of merchandise out because our venue is not up. So we're being very selective of what we release in a
Right,
timely
right.
manner.
Right.
And
Well,
that's
you
kind
don't
of how
want
we're
to.
building
You
up.
don't want to get ahead of yourself.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Precisely. And now to mention, just because I get it, wedding venue or event venue, whatever you want for, birthday parties, quinceañeras, things of that nature, but also other community events like Pictures with Santa. Because I know for Christmas coming up, we've already found a Santa or a hiring him. He's going to sit there and family's going to come
fat.
on. And
I'm fat. You didn't
well,
want me as
we talk
Dan's got a
about
beard.
photos. Well, we're going to host those photos.
Oh, I'm ugly.
Again,
So is that-
at affordable rate.
He said photos. I'm ugly.
So I wouldn't fuck you, and you're ugly. Wow.
So not only you got the cigars as merchandise, you got hats as merchandise, soon to be T-shirts, sweaters, whatever name you.
All kinds of nicknames.
He's going to
Yeah.
end up having a pro shop there, kind of
Basically,
like a general
essentially, yeah.
store, a
Because
general
Farm
store.
Road
when you-
Bass Pro Shop.
No, seriously, he's absolutely right. Because when you come in, you book this affordable venue that's gorgeous.
You have it as like a half office, half pro shop, half
There it
their
is.
meeting point.
You're gonna
the
walk
whole,
in
like-
when you sign your contract. You make your deposit for your event. You're gonna look over on the wall and see all kinds of merchandise.
Yep.
Then you host a wedding. A lot of times you want maybe a hat from the place you just had your
Right,
wedding at,
right.
or you want some cigars for your groomsmen,
Right.
things of that nature, and they're all gonna be on the wall for you to select at your
So
choice.
it's exclusively venues for you guys.
Essentially,
and
that's
it can
what-
be whatever party it wants to be. A kid's 5th birthday party. Whatever,
Everything.
Right. Okay.
and
So
we
I'm gonna host,
actually.
I'm going to host Tom's bar mitzvah there.
But see, let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's speak the truth. There's venues everywhere. We get it, right?
Absolutely. But you guys are affordable. That's the
we
difference
found a
between-
niche, and that's where the idea came from. Because when we got married, we were very fortunate that my wife's mother was able to fund majority of everything. We were very fortunate, but not everybody is, right? A lot of these soldiers that are on Fort Bragg are pulling their credit card out to pay for
Dude,
their venues.
One of my employees is getting married next month, and she had to choose to get married on a Thursday because it made a $7,000
See, that's
difference
insane.
in the price of the
ridiculous.
venue.
That's
So-
life changing money.
So
and, that's,
what-
and I'm sitting there telling her, I was like, look, I was like,
$7,000,
I was like,
man,
no,
fuck.
I was like, dude, get married in the back of somebody's yards.
There it is.
Like at somebody who
Yeah.
like you have a friend somewhere who has a house with a decent
Yep.
backyard. Get married there
And
and
it's
take
free.
that, dude, and take that $10,000 you're spending on this venue and this bar and
Put it on
shit.
your vacation,
and
your honeymoon.
do a honeymoon, do it for an investment, down payment for a house,
Absolutely.
anything other than paying for the validation of people that you're not going to see again, most likely for most of your life.
There it is.
Like,
They're only there for the,
like,
they're
let's
only
be
there for the
real.
free food
Like,
and the beer.
that's what I told her. I said,
You
look,
know?
I'm going to come there to get hammered and make really sexual comments about your husband's chin. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you care.
So have you figured out prices
Absolutely.
about the once the venue is built? Obviously, I don't know how much you can discuss now, but have you figured out prices for the venue for, like, let's say, is it going to be different from a wedding, from a birthday party? Like,
It is, yes.
Okay, so what
see,
kind
like,
of
if you
what
get
numbers
into-
are we looking at for these venues?
Let me before you get into the numbers, that's what I'm saying. If you're into that point where you're like, look, you don't need to do the backyard wedding. We have all of the amenities and appearance of the high dollar venue for a better value.
Which is amazing, by the way.
Essentially, is where you're going for with this.
And
Correct?
it's not,
Absolutely.
it's not
More or
going to
less.
cost the customer $10,000 for that, right?
Precisely, it's not, and I'll get to the numbers in a second. And I'll tell you why we kind of chose this route. Not the niche because of affordability, but also we found a lot of red tape at a lot of venues. A lot of venues
Oh,
wouldn't
yes.
allow alcohol. A lot of venues wouldn't allow your own vendors.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, so there's a lot of red tape that we found doing
And-
venue searches.
And a lot of it could be just county too, where it is.
Exactly, and a lot of times a lot of these venues, gorgeous venues, I'm not
BYOB,
hating on them at all,
baby.
but they are in city limits, so they have curfews. They have to shut down because sound ordinances and whatnot.
Is that because of the city, though? Or
City
the county?
ordinances.
Yeah, each
yeah.
city,
Okay.
each city ordinance is
But if
different.
you're
and the
if you're
counties,
renting
too.
it, but if you're renting out private property, right?
But we are still a
So-
business. But we're private property, of course.
Which-
but we can set our own standards.
yeah,
Yes.
and
That
but
makes
you
sense.
can be private property inside of city limits, and still you
Well,
have to
that
abide
kinda-
by the ordinances. So it doesn't matter if
Exactly.
you're
Well,
renting
that
out
kind of
private
takes me
property.
to my next question before you get
You
to
know,
the numbers.
That's
Have you had any problems?
all fun and
with
games till the
city
cops show up.
to do what you
Absolutely
do?
not.
Unless they have a
So they've
warrant.
been
And
more
the
than
fuck off my
supportive
property.
of what's going on?
Absolutely. And this is long story short. I won't get too much into it. But the fact is, from day one, we've been a USDA farm, registered, tax ID, the whole 9 yards. We are a bona fide farm.
He's very organic.
But we
He
didn't
raises
know.
some vegan.
We didn't know a lot of the exemptions that we qualified for. We didn't know because if you don't know, you don't know, right?
Right.
So we went through all the proper procedures. We went met with city council. We went and put all our permits in. Everybody was for us. Everyone's ecstatic that we're bringing more revenue ultimately to Richmond County because that's where it was. Then at the end of the day, we found out, well, you really didn't have to do all those permits because you're a USDA farm, so you're exempted from a lot of that.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of people don't realize that.
I didn't know that.
So if you are a
No shit.
USDA registered farm and there's requirements you have to meet, such as minimum 5 acres, have livestock on your produce 10,000 every 3 years. If you meet those standards, you can qualify as a USDA farm. Therefore, you get to bypass in county. You get to bypass a lot of permitting. The only thing that you have to be permitted by law is your electrical.
That makes sense though.
It does for fire insurance things.
Right,
of that nature.
right, exactly.
But ultimately, yeah, man, we found that niche. But what can we do as a package deal that covers our I don't want to cuss, but covers our butts, and then also pays our bills? We're not in this game. Me and my wife made an agreement. We're not in this to get rich. We're in this to obviously make profit because it's a business. You have to, but ultimately give the community something they can use and they can leverage themselves. And also the whole cliche, and I'm not quoting our previous administration or anything, but make weddings affordable again. Ultimately, like they shouldn't be $8,000, $10,000 to rent a venue.
Right.
And I get it. A lot of these venues have overhead. They have overhead. They got to have profit. I get it. So ultimately, hey, let them play their game. I'm not taking any business from them. I hope I don't. But for the lower income families that are on $35,000 median income, where can we fall in?
Well, before you get to prices, because I'm assuming that's where we're going next.
Mhm.
For the people that are in the lower income, what is there like a income-based pricing you have, or is it just going to be a set thing for all families, no matter what they make a year? Set. So what, down to the brass tacks of this, what numbers are families or just people in general going to be looking at for these venues?
Thank you, Tom. So ultimately, what we're setting, our prices, we have a ballpark right now. And our ballpark so far is in line where we have so far been with construction and whatnot, and prices of, I don't want to use the excuse of materials going up, but we were in line. And as of right now, we're looking at around for your entire, let's say Saturdays are your prom days for any venue. Right. You're going to always pay more for your Saturdays. Those days are typically around $2,500.
That's not bad. I went to a wedding not long ago, and on a Saturday, that thing was $8,000. From what I heard, was $8,000 just for the venue. And man, it was small.
But let me tell you something.
Wow.
Let me tell you something. This is where you get a price from a venue. They're not calculating a lot of times. Some aren't calculating your tables and chairs. Some aren't calculating your cleanup. Some aren't calculating, things like your alcohol, because you have to have per North Carolina law, you have to have your alcohol permit per event.
Right. Yep. Right.
So those are extra costs that are going to ultimately add up.
So $2,500 is the starting price plus, let's say, the license for alcohol.
Yes. So when I use the $2,500, that is again a ballpark, plus or minus a couple $100, but we're in that area. That's going to include your tables and chairs. That's going to include your basic linens. That's going to include where you could you make a contract with us, and for your event, you're going to come in. You could host an event. You could bring your bartenders, bring your alcohol, bring your food, bring your DJ. You can have an event at our location around the $2,500.
That's not bad at all. And
not at all.
What website can we find you on? Is Facebook? Do you have a main website?
We have a Facebook and a website. My wife actually just created and showed it to me.
He also has a grinder.
Ooh, hello.
We do support all identities.
That's actually fuck road farms. It's different.
That's a whole that's late night. That's after 10 p.m.
So to find you and your farm, all we got to do is look up Fox Road Farm on.
Yes, if
Facebook.
you go to easy thing is Facebook. Everything majority of people have it. Fox Road Farm LLC. You'll find us.
This hat.
And you will find us there. Our webpage is linked there. I believe it's also foxroadfarmllc.com. Don't quote me on that. I gotta.
For
my
anybody
wife
that's
runs
on
that.
Google and doesn't have a Facebook and is living in the
we will be
19th
now.
century.
Going back in it, we are in construction phase right now.
Right.
Tentatively, the goal to be up is our goal is to have our grand opening by April or May. That's when we're going to invite the community out, vendors out. We're going to have like a vendor day grand opening where city commissioners there. People are going to have we're going to invite all vendors to come out.
So
set
is that
up
the cutting of the ribbon ceremony
exactly
as well,
with the building and all.
Okay.
And I want vendors out there to see the space, see what they can set up their table, advertise their business as well. Because again, Richmond County is a small county, but we are central to a lot of right there. We're 17 miles from right downtown Aberdeen. We are, we're 2.5 miles from Rockingham Speedway. Yeah. So we're right there in a good central area. So ultimately, we're gonna have that grand opening. We're gonna have that vendor day, and then we hope to. We've already booked a good handful of weddings already.
Really?
Yes, and later this year.
Can I ask? Are we allowed to say how many you've got so far? And I'm assuming construction right now is on time.
Correct.
So how many do you have already booked? Like, how far out are you booked now?
Tentatively, right now we're not booked into 2023, but 2022 is about 7 weddings so far.
Wow.
So people found it appetizing for something that's affordable, and that's still quality, because it's definitely not cheap. This is definitely expensive.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not gonna expect that low income family to fit my. I don't know, if I have a certain standard and I'm paying extra money, I'm not gonna expect them to fit that bill.
Right.
I'm still gonna provide them a service.
So you still do work
rate.
with the customer for that affordable rate, though. Like, well, let's say they come up. I don't have $2,500. What can we get for what we have?
So ultimately, we're always willing to work, right? I mean, you have to in this community.
Is
man.
there
You
like,
have to
well,
work with
I
people.
guess
we have payment plans.
That's what I was just about to ask.
I was about to go into.
Plans? What's going on?
Depending on your timeline out. Now, if you're next month and you're like, hey, last emergency, I need your event. Well, obviously, there's no time to do a payment plan, right? I mean, this is what we need. This is our cost. But if you're the standard wedding, you're booking 6 months to a year out on standard and average. Well, that's fine, because within our standard contract that we've written out, because you will sign a contract, obviously, there is a booking fee. The booking fee is obviously going to hold your date, and it's also acts as your deposit, essentially.
And that's all included in that?
Included.
Okay.
Yep. So your ultimately initial cost, we do have that booking fee. That is part of your, when I use that $2,500, that's part of that. Now your deposit, you will get back. So you're going to pay a booking fee and a deposit. That deposit at the end of your wedding, we're gonna conduct a walkthrough as long as nothing's damaged.
As long as no trash or anything stupid.
Just like a home rental, I'm gonna do a walkthrough, and if there's no crazy damage, guess what? I'm cutting that check right back to you within 30 days of your event. You're gonna get that money right back. So once you set that booking fee, you have up until 30 days outside of your date to make your payments on your accountability. If you want to pay $100 a month up until the last minute and pay the lump sum, your remaining balance at the end, 30 days out from your event, we're fine with that.
That sounds reasonable. If I ever decide to put a ring on my finger, I will be seeing you for sure.
Absolutely. I hope you do.
Because that sounds more than reasonable than any other venue I've heard of.
Can we just go together?
But here's the key. Actually, let me touch on that. Let me touch on that.
You can put a ring on my finger.
I got to give all credit to my wife on this, because my wife.
At this point, I'll put a ring on.
No,
and I was talking
hold
about
on,
just
hold
to go
on.
party
For
there.
people that want to save more money, what we will offer is called a shotgun wedding day. So we're going to host.
So instead of doing the courthouse thing.
So we're going to host a whole day, and we'll set them up in quarters. Probably once a quarter, we'll host a shotgun Saturday. And what that means is you're going to book a time, maybe an hour and a half, however we set it up. For that hour and a half, you'll pay and it'll be obviously much reduced. You'll pay your little amount, and for that hour and a half, we'll have it pre-decorated for you. It's all 9 yards. You could literally walk in with your immediate friends and family, host your wedding for an hour and a half inside our venue, so you can have the prettiness of a nice building. But at the end of the hour and a half, you're out. And the next family moves in.
Me and Will be there.
Who gets to shoot the shotgun?
We are in county, so if we set that up properly, we can make that happen.
Well, it better be that shotgun that I got you.
Oh, you know
that ancient fucking old antique fucking.
That thing. So hold on. I got to clear to my wife on. So we're building a new house on the new property, right?
Yeah.
That shotgun gets designated over the mantle.
Oh,
so it's getting displayed.
Oh, it better.
So
dude, let me tell you a backstory on that fucking shotgun, because I have never sweated so much over a fucking best man gift.
Ooh.
So, oh god damn. So I bought that. So I was interning just right down the road, and I went to Jim's Pawn Shop. Shout out Jim's Pawn Shop. And this is before I got my concealed carry license, where I can just walk out with anything I pretty much fucking wanted. And so I saw this, I was trying to buy him some sort of fucking shotgun. What? Are you putting it inside of me? What's going on?
Oh yeah. Can I have one of
I'm
those
pretty
cigars?
Sure.
Do you
Sounds
have
good.
I brought those as a gift for everyone here on the podcast. So if you haven't got one, please get one.
Do you have a cutter over there?
I have a punch.
I'll
So
take one of those too.
There's a cutter right next to your right as well.
I don't know if I know how to use this fucking thing. What the hell? I never seen one inside of a fucking lighter.
yeah, it's a punch.
You just pop that sucker out.
Literally just pop it out like that.
It makes it for cleaner for people that like me that like to chew on the end of their cigar.
Yeah, I'm the same
When
way.
you close it, it pops through your little.
Here you go. Handle that.
So anyway,
Handle
going back to the pretty much the inception of Fox Road when he just got this brand new house and he's getting married and I'm the best man. I felt a lot of pressure, being his best man, because when he asked me to be his best man, it was like, man, 1,000 times yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. And I was like, fuck, I gotta show out. I gotta show out for this. Like, I really do. If anything, you're like you're the best friend of this dude. Like you feel like, even though you don't have to, because you don't, you're not like that. But I felt like I had to. So I'm at Jim's pawn shop and I was looking at all these cool shotguns, like these brand new tactical shotguns. That shit like him and I like.
Tactical or tactical?
No, tactical.
Tactical.
Okay,
We're,
okay.
we're,
But
we're
this
post-military.
is in the
We're
height.
we're
This is in the
tactical.
height of Biden's bullshit fucking gun ban fucking thing. So everything is flying off the shelf, right?
Which
So
is where-
perfect timing, right?
Yeah, you couldn't have picked a better
Perfect.
time.
Could have picked a better time.
Were you also trying to find like 9mm ammo at the same time?
Oh
Just,
yes,
primers.
yes.
And
We were because we had like kind of a shootout thing. Like we're doing like some shoots and shit
Yeah,
like
okay,
that before,
crowd.
night before.
Yeah.
So and not like that, but like we're like trying to like
no.
just go out to the range and shoot. And so it was impossible to find ammo or any guns. So I came in Jim's pawn shop in Southern Pines and I saw this antique Winchester fucking shotgun. It was just beautiful. It was wood stock, fucking this choke on it that was just, it was beautiful. Like it was antique as shit. And you could smell the metal. You can smell it, and you could tell it's like you could smell how old
I've got an old side-by-side 12 gauge that's like that.
Yes. So I felt like, okay, that's the perfect mantelpiece. That is a best man gift. That's the best man gift you can possibly give. So I went to go buy it, and they said, "Oh, your background check's on hold." And I was like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me! The wedding is less than a week away, or not even a week away. It was like 2 days away." And I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, "Holy shit!" Well, they came back the next day and said, "Hey, it's yours. You're good." I said, "Cool," because obviously I'm not a fucking felon, but still, it was like had me sweating that they might have carried it on to Monday.
Did you ride your motorcycle there to pick it up?
No.
They probably would have held an extra day just because of that.
No.
Well, if they drove in the Ford, they wouldn't have made it there.
Yeah, it's
anyway.
true. No, the BMW. The
Or the
BMW.
This is very
BMW,
true. This
yeah.
is very true. This is very true. So
This truck is over 50 years old. Give it a break.
it's over that.
Well, look, it's giving you several breaks apparently.
It's over that. Like that truck is like a boomer voting for fucking goddamn fucking Trump, man. Like
Automotive performance for all mechanical needs, except for BMWs.
so, like I was really concerned. I was really concerned about getting that shotgun. I was like sweating it, and all of a sudden it's best man day, pretty much like the day that like we're doing pre-wedding shit, and it's ready. And I get a text that like, "Hey, you're good, ready to pick up." And I'm like, "Hey, Marty, we got to go pick up your gift." And so we go to Jim's, and I give it to him. And I was like, probably the coolest setup I think ever. Like coolest gift I ever gave another fucking friend.
Did they have it in a velvet fucking blanket to
No,
roll out for 'em?
no.
Oh.
Just like
We just pulled up on the pawn shop real quick. You
Yeah,
came
we
running
shit.
out.
Yeah.
yeah, I
You
came
ain't
running
shit.
out. I came running out like, oh my god, I got it. And it was, and the thing is, they priced that shit. So like, not to like make you feel bad, but because of the gun shortage, they priced that thing like $500 over value.
Oh, for sure.
And it was
It has
like,
no
hey,
value.
But it's
It-
priceless to
it's
him.
Priceless. Has no
him,
value
though,
to
it's
me.
priceless.
it was priceless. So like, it was so worth it. It was so fucking worth it because we got to fucking shoot golf balls at it, man. It
It
was
is true.
It was
Fuck yeah.
fucking awesome.
I mean,
Man.
shooting skeet is, it's
No,
cool and
it's-
all, but
There's
when you got
nothing
someone
like
that
shooting some
I
skeet.
love shooting some skeet.
I love shooting skeet.
There is.
Skeet. Oh, skeet. But
No,
anyway,
Yeah, well-
Sometimes you just go a little long
we
into
have
her hair, and then
we have a fun game. You take your pitch and wedge, and you start hitting practice golf balls in the air.
don't
and-
take his good wedge though, because you'll get yelled at.
Hey, it's a nice TaylorMade, man.
Yeah, you see-
Because you like saw it in my
You
hand.
were like hacking at the cement with.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's fair.
let's be real.
That's fair.
If there's one friend I would never invite golfing, it'd be Mikey. So
Because you don't want to have a good time.
That's why he came to my house.
Exactly.
We wouldn't make it to the 9th hole. Like,
He came over. Can I use your tailor-made?
Yeah, we were whacking him, and you can hear it breaking the trees.
The very first tee,
Oh,
and he
God.
Happy Gilmore's that bitch.
Oh, I
Just
did.
takes
I
over all
literally
the-
we were,
did.
dude. We were.
How do
we were
you use
on
this
it.
fucking thing?
So I have about
it's
at the
fine. It's gonna
time
hit this
now I'm
ball.
down, but at the time I had about 5 of those 5-gallon paint cans loaded with just golf balls. I mean, just practice.
We were
ones.
just send it.
And so
Send
I
it.
brought out some practice clubs that I had, and
God
we were
damn.
just nailing them. And to the wood line wasn't far; it was maybe
You could-
150.
you could-
And so, but if you whacked it pretty good, you could hear it just nail off a pine tree deep
Yeah.
in the wood line.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh,
it's just
so
fun
cool.
hearing that sound, that
And
hollow
so
wood
we
sound.
took that idea and we're like, hey, let's shoot skeet but golf balls, and paint the golf balls like bright orange.
See if you can hit the golf
See if you
ball
can hit the golf
after
ball.
I hit it.
And it was a cool.
It was literally like
idea.
pull, and you hit the golf ball.
Yeah.
So it's
pull.
like Fox Road Farm venue, driving range.
All right,
shooting
hold up.
range.
Nope,
What the
nope,
fuck?
nope, nope.
What the hell?
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
Shoot
whoa, whoa,
Emporium.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
That is
gotta-
not
you gotta
included
sign-
with the venue.
First of all,
Also,
you
propane
gotta
and
sign
propane
a
accessories.
hefty waiver.
I don't think insurance would like that.
Hey, let's not Dick Cheney anybody, all right?
Look, I just want to know when I can come out there, hit a
Yes.
beer bong,
Yes.
put a ring on my finger, and
Yes.
then skeet shoot some golf balls,
Yes.
all in one straight
or
afternoon
just
of
skeet, shoot
activity.
anything. Just skeet.
Yeah.
Coordinated appropriately, that could
Just
happen.
skeet all day, all night. Ski,
I mean,
ski,
well, the
ski.
skeeting
all
is
night,
later.
man. All night. You know?
I mean, there is a difference between shooting some skeet and skeet shooting.
Well, back
if you know what I'm
onto
saying.
it. This cigar is, it's
It's in
very,
my
very
fucking eyes is
flavorful.
what it
I'm
is.
So
sorry.
this is a
this thing is good.
Yes, this is a flavored Drew Estate cigar, and wrapped in our label, so it's ultimately I think Drew Estate.
I have a
This is
vape
very
called
good.
Yummy Bear. It's aged,
Very good.
you know, so no big deal. Just kidding.
Aged for a week. What the-
It's aged with millennial.
Listen, just because you're over there blowing,
Are you on a
you should be
vape,
driving
bro?
a Subaru too. What the fuck?
Whoa, first of all, don't knock Subaru. You better lower your voice when you say
You got a
Subaru.
BMW. Fuck you.
I got a BMW and a Subaru.
Sucking the robot dick.
yes.
As you were.
Yeah.
As you were.
Well, is that from Jerry in chat or something? It seems like something he'd say.
No, I quit vaping, then I fucking picked up smoking, and now I'm vaping again.
And
it's
smoking.
It's a vicious
What
cycle.
is that like? Blueberry, like
No, it's
fluffle
called-
or something?
no, it's
Blueberry
it's-
cum shot.
It's gummy bear.
Gummy bear. That's not much better, man.
What the hell are you smoking
Is
over
it
there?
Gummy Bear?
First off, yes, and second off, lower your fucking voice when you say it.
Don't you disrespect me in my cum shot.
My wrist is blowing up. Oh Jesus.
Did you see that we don't have
Who is it?
coasters on the table? What is it?
So I sent the link out to a bunch of my friends and brothers, and they're watching. And
Oh,
hi,
really?
hi guys.
Does
Well,
this mean I
hello,
should
all
make
the viewers.
more or less
So-
motorcycle jokes?
I gotta ask though. Because this has
More?
got to go out.
No, definitely do not.
Definitely not more.
Definitely not.
Definitely
more.
not more?
Definitely
Well-
not more.
Definitely not more.
Definitely
I
not.
can
Not
s-
more. All
I
right.
can see why he's so serious, though. I used to be in a
motorcycle
club, whatever you want to call it, and the brotherhood is real there. I left for unforeseen circumstances with my mom, but man, I will tell you that is a brotherhood like no other. And when people talk shit about that, that is a big fucking deal. I can
Well,
see
you're talking
where
shit
they-
about your family, you know?
Yeah, I can see where he's coming from, and I would love
Dude.
to get back into it. I'm telling you. But my thing was, like, if I wanted to join a 1% or whatever, I thought I had to be in a 99 to do that. So I had no idea what I was fucking doing when I joined.
My consideration is it's a joke, not a dick. You don't have to make it hard. You know what I'm saying?
but I
You
mean,
know what I'm
it
saying?
is a hard thing to
Yeah.
talk about, though, and it's a hard thing to joke about too. Like
It's very easy.
So I can see where he's
You
coming
get,
from.
look,
Guy
look,
that makes fun of MCs has two good friends that are both
look,
MCs.
look. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
All three of us.
As someone who has for years it's been years now since she's been deceased, but has for years made the most horrific dead mom jokes. You can make a joke about anything,
I mean, you can. I mean,
and the people that get butthurt about jokes probably get butthurt with other things. If you know what I'm saying,
bro, if I was butthurt about it, you'd know.
I'm not saying.
Oh, trust
I'm
me.
saying
I
other
think
people.
all of us at MC, we love the South Park episode of
Oh.
the Harleys coming
Oh,
into
dude,
town.
dude.
We love it.
Don't say the word. In